I think that video was awesome. Good evening, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Forward Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead. I have a video that I'm going to play tonight, and I have my co-host Annalisa in the background, so I'm going to bring her up. And yeah, Annalisa.
What's up?
Yeah, same old shit every day, right? Um, in the political world. Um, you know, I did have a interview today with City Council candidate Chris Peckham, and we were actually going through all the issues that the stuff that we've been going through all the issues, and and I like to see if I can bring that video up live on my show, so where that people can actually more people can hear it. So I'm going to do that right now. So that is that's important, because let me see, it's on Facebook. Let's see, Facebook. Let's see where I can find it. I gotta find it. I know I put it somewhere. Oh, there it is, right there. But I'm gonna do this.
Budget being one of them. We need an audit, Dave. Specifically, DCM needs a forensic audit. Just recently came out that they said hundreds of thousands of dollars were missing due to bulk item pickup, and I'm hearing rumor that it was closer to 2 million. We can't let things like that slide, so I think DCM needs a forensic audit. There needs to be an audit across the board. One thing that our essential city services need to be tackled first: water, sewer, trash, and the most important is public safety. You living in the Flint would know firsthand about the public safety and where it's lacking, and I'll explain on that. So Engine 7 at the Flint hasn't been up and running in probably a decade. Engine 3 down at the center station hasn't been running for the same amount of time. The Flint historically is the most fire-prone section of the city. Okay, so God forbid anything happens here, you're down 2 engine companies, one responding from right around the corner and one responding from the center
Dave,
station.
turn up the volume.
So you'd have to rely on
I can't.
in North End, Engine 5 at the Grove Station, or Engine 4 at the Niagara Station, which is currently on its second backup piece. Its first backup piece.
I can't turn up the volume.
And then they brought in a second backup piece, and I was just notified the other day that it had brake issues. So our fire department is not being staffed sufficiently at all, from manpower right down to the equipment they receive, and that's something that has to be tackled. We just had a catastrophe, right?
Yeah, we did. You know that 10 people died at the Gabriel House for lack of fire, right?
Yep, I went there with my girlfriend, and we unfortunately got to see what was unfolding there. Our firefighters don't get enough credit. They don't get enough credit. They didn't get enough credit after that. They should have been at a 4-man piece to begin with, which is the standard, and we were down at 3 while running minimal apparatus in the city. Another thing is public safety obviously includes the police department. We are still running 10 cars since 2009. Prior to 2009, we ran 12 sector cars. The city is split into 12 sectors, okay, for the police department. With the 9C cars in 2009, they brought us to 10 sector cars, removing sector 11 and sector 6.
Hey.
You live in the far east end of the Flint, up near Bogo Hill, which is Peanut Park area, Pleasant Street, all the way down to where Bedford Street, that means car 2, all the way down to here where 6 meets car 7 meets border. Has no police coverage. Where I wanted to on that also.
Dave, this is very hard to hear.
I know, but it's
That is one of the.
You know why?
So
because of the wind and stuff, and being outside.
But that's very sporadic. There's not typically police coverage in that neighborhood, which is a concern to me, because if you drive by there, Tell me if you feel safe in that neighborhood, Dave.
I don't feel safe at all. Actually, let's put it this way. I don't feel safe anywhere. I don't feel safe anywhere right now due to the SNAP benefits.
That's
You know,
something that's coming up a
that's
lot.
you know, in November, people are not even going to get that.
Yep.
So I mean, so we're gonna have increase in crimes. We're gonna have increase in shoplifting. I work in a market myself, and I see it every single day.
Yep.
And my son also works in a bagger in here too, and he sees it every single day too, as well. And you know, and it's.
Let's pray that that doesn't happen. I know the government needs to get together and figure out a plan. I have my assumptions as well.
And noise in the
Why
background.
it's being held up, differences of opinion, and the SNAP benefits. Let's pray that people can feed themselves. I think, and since you brought it up, I think the SNAP benefits. I saw the numbers today for how many people in Massachusetts received them. So this is a twofold issue here. You have, in my opinion, you have way too many people receiving these benefits, which hinders the system, and situations like this arise. But on the flip side to that, we have to remember too that our rent's a minimum of $2,100 a month, and people are making $15.
It's a lot of money.
So it's a twofold issue that the government, this being a liberal state, has to look at, because they've caused and created a lot of these problems.
Yes, they did. I mean, the Democrats, they did create a lot of it, and you know, and I don't want to bring up Trump, but I'm going to have to. But they did blame him for it, and you know, he's the president. He's limited to do what he can do, and things go by Congress too, right? So I mean, I think the like Governor Healy, you know,
That noise.
Trump, you know what I'm saying? You know, and. Well, Boston Mayor too blames Trump too, but you know,
well, when you're shoving, for instance, we have the newly introduced migrants into the city of Fall River. The city of Fall River has no idea how many migrants are living in this city. Okay, they told me to reach out to HUD and ask them. So I reached out to HUD, and they have no idea how many migrants have been housed in the city either. That causes a census concern. The city has no idea how many people are currently living here. And again, that's going to affect the city central services such as water, sewer, trash, public safety, which the taxpayer, the person that's been here for their entire lives or decades, they're going to be
These
billed.
people.
And then I was told that, well, the census will be figured out with the migrant population once the census is turned in. They're not going to fill out a census form and notify the government as to where they're living. I was just told the other day by a public safety person, somebody that works in the city, that they had responded to a call on South Main and went to enter an apartment and couldn't because there's multiple bunk beds in the apartment, because there's a lot of people living in these 2 3-bedroom apartments. And that's got to be addressed as well.
Yeah.
It does.
And just recently, by the police department, I think me and my wife was on the intercity bus. We were, you know, headed to the bus terminal. That was on my birthday. That was
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So yeah, 59. And so
You don't look a day over 50.
no, I don't. You know, and I know that that when we were riding by on the bus, we saw a whole bunch of cruisers there, detectives over there. And they had cones, they had little numbers over there. I think there was you know, shell casings all over the place between the gas station and the police station. And I guess they were doing some investigation over there.
We don't give our police department enough credit either for the manpower that they have. Our uniformed division police officers are being worked to the bone. They are working on their days off, being forced to work on their days off, being forced into 16-hour shifts. So when you're getting a police officer, I would like to tell the public, please, if they seem a little irritable, they have every right to be. They are being worked way more than they should be. I have ideas that if I get into the council or get elected again to the council, that I would like to bring up. One of them being Atlantis Charter School they announced an EMS program where their students could take courses to become EMTs after high school to help them for their state exams. I reached out to a state rep in the Cape yesterday, and I said, why can't we spark interest in our youth with the police? Because that's a big thing, is the police officer isn't like it was 20 years ago. They just don't want it. The job has been so badly put down that people shy away from it. I think that should also be introduced into the school system, where you're teaching some type of criminal justice prep program for college in their senior year. So it just shows them what the job is really like. Same thing with fire science. Have some type of fire science class. I give all accolades to Atlanta Charter School for coming up with that EMT program. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and Durfee High School, during the school committee, Kevin Aguiar, he revealed some sexual assaults that would happen, harassment at Durfee High School. I know I used to go to Durfee back in the day. Durfee wasn't that bad back in the day, but now Durfee's gotten worse. And so there was like some $10 million lawsuit. $10 million lawsuit. I mean, would you ever can you comment on that?
I don't know much. So I've read what everybody else has read. It's an awful situation, especially the $10 million one. Again, I don't know enough about it.
It's almost over.
Only what I've read on Facebook. I'm not a sitting city council, so I'm not privy to a lot of that information. But I can tell you that a lot of stuff in this city is swept under the rug, and it's a lot that I had to speak about in 2020 and 21 when I was a councilor, and I was told I looked negative. I was being negative, and it wasn't being negative. It was all about being transparent. And when I got in there, I said I was going to tell the truth. The people elected me to do it, so I did it. It didn't make a lot of people happy, but I wasn't elected to make the politicians happy. I was elected to make the people happy, and that's what I was doing. So to really get into that, indulge into it, I don't know enough about it. Just what I've read as well.
Well, I mean, they said that the mayor had, the mayor's brother or cousin or wherever. I don't know the mayor's brother, but he was in HR, and then he moved him out of HR. And put him somewhere else.
Yeah, I read that as well.
Yeah. So I mean, do you think? Do you think that maybe there should be some changes in Durfee?
I think there needs to be changes in our local government altogether.
Yeah.
Look at the city. The city's gone nothing but downhill over the last 10 years, 15 years. Again, changes in mayor over the course of time, and then I've been very outspoken against this administration. Again, I've always said it's nothing personal against him. I just don't like the politics that they use. And he had recently said that in a mayoral debate that he was a Democrat, and the negative was coming from the Republicans. Look around the city. We're in a blue state, like he mentioned. And he's a Democrat, and things just aren't working. I think what people need to look at, and in this city it's a non-partisan race. You're not running as a Republican or Democrat. You have to listen to the people and view them for what they're saying and what their characteristics are. Again, it's not about party. I'm not voting on abortion rights here in the city of Fall River. I'm voting on lessening your taxes, and that's one thing I said I'm going to do, is vote no on every tax increase. I just learned that the city residents were overtaxed last budget. So why would we raise anything again? It doesn't make sense to me. People can't afford to live now. You're mentioning SNAP benefits. I don't like the handouts. I'm very anti-handout. If you don't need it, you should be working.
True.
But people just can't afford to live here anymore either, on top of that. So how are we going to keep, people on pensions, disability pensions, elderly people receiving some type of assistance? How can we tax them even more and take money off their table? You think we're worried about SNAP benefits? Our local taxes are going to bury us just as evenly. So,
which is true.
Just say that getting back to the Gabriel House and the fire department too, with all and the Gabriel House, the fire department, you got all kinds of asbestos going on in there, and in my opinion, I feel like that Mayor Paul Coogan turned his back on the fire department, and then Governor Moore Healy, she turned around and gave funding just for overtime instead of adding more firemen to the trucks.
What we need is proactive people in government. So we shouldn't be talking about this after the fact. We need people in there that are going to dig into these issues prior and learn that.
Got a point.
So we're not explaining it later on. Okay, you need somebody that's going to go in. So, for instance, the firehouses. It came up recently that they're a disaster.
We're going to talk about other stuff too in a minute.
I was in there in 2020 taking pictures and showing people. You need more people in government like that are proactive, get in there and do the right thing. Catch it ahead of time. So, unfortunately, the Gabriel House fire It was awful.
Doing it on purpose,
It was
man.
awful. I saw it firsthand. I was right there watching it. Watching the firefighters, watching the union president, Michael Regan, running back and forth from the triage tent to the parking lot in just plain clothes with an FRFD t-shirt on, trying to do his best. We need to get in there and look at them and say, what do you guys need? Let's fix what you need, right?
Yeah.
And that way, when situations like that arise, they have.
All right. Okay. All right. So, Annalisa, let's talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
Okay. No, but I mean, some of the stuff that some of the stuff that he's talked about, like the stat benefits. He said, some of the people should go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Yeah,
he's right. He's right on that part. You know what I'm saying? And I talked to him about the fire department, how the asbestos that's in the fire department, and he came up. He has a plan for that. You know what I'm saying? And and I talked to him about when Governor Moore Healy turned and gave money to Mayor Paul Coogan, and not, instead of putting money towards hiring more, put more men on a on a fire truck, they gave money for overtime
Overtime, right.
for the same people, which is he's Chris Peckham is correct on that. You know what I'm saying? The stat benefits we talked about, and we talked about a lot of things. The Atlanta Charter School, is going to be a program for EMT training. You know what I'm saying? So, and the graduates could learn in firsthand. So he was a city council he was a city council before. He is pretty good. I mean, and he also was a dispatch for the Fall River Police Department too. So I mean, I trust Chris, on things that I trust him on things that he's going to say, and when he says he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, what I found interesting was the public safety issue with the police.
Yeah.
And he said, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what he said was that Fall River is split up into 12 sections.
That's what he said.
And there used to be a cop car for every 12 sections. So there were 12 police cars. Now there are 9. Right?
That's what he said.
Okay. So, what is that? Do nationwide say any kid dressed like a police officer required to pick up shit? Oh, oh gosh. Anyway, so
go ahead. Just say it. Go ahead.
Well, that might be one reason, the increase in crime, because it's not enough police in each section of Fall River. And then he mentioned the illegals, which he calls migrants, but I call them illegals. So he doesn't know, so he says, he doesn't know, nobody seems to know in Fall River how many illegals are there.
No, he did go to HUD Housing and ask them, and HUD Housing don't even know how many.
Well, they're lying. Of course they know. Of course they know. How can they not know?
Well,
they're applying. They're the ones that are applying for the housing for these people. How can they not know? That's a lie. So
could be, yeah.
They're not telling them. They don't want anybody to know. So unless he said there's a census, and they're not going to fill out a census like he said, because they're illegal. So they're not going to do that. I don't think. But so that's another issue.
And plus go ahead.
And he didn't mention that almost a third or around a third of the people in Fall River use SNAP benefits.
Yeah, he has
And he
numbers too.
also did not mention
That's
if
because I
the
didn't go through the whole
illegals
video.
are getting SNAP benefits. And are they still getting SNAP benefits under Mara Healy? He didn't
Well,
mention that either. And I don't know if he knows. I don't know if he knows. But I know for sure Mara Healy is spending money on the illegals. And I believe that they are probably taken care of.
yeah.
The illegals are taken care of. So they're going to get their money for their rent, and they're going to get money for their food. They're going to get money for the transportation, or whatever the heck it is that they need. Mara Healy will make sure that they have what they need. And the heck with the taxpayer.
Which is true, you know.
And he doesn't, they don't talk about things like that, okay? For whatever reason.
Well, because he doesn't know, you know what I'm saying? And he has to, and I did, and I did say that, with the SNAP benefits when being stopped like this, and the government being shut down, I said we're going to have an increase in crime. And it's like, okay, we pray that this
Well,
doesn't
we're going
happen.
to have to wait and see about that, Dave. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
That they're predicting that. That's what's going to happen because the videos on social media, these people are saying they're going to do things. So they might be kidding, or they might be threatening, and they might not do anything. Who knows? Okay, but so there might be,
Yeah.
but we don't know. But what we do know is that Mara Healy is giving money to the illegals, and they are all taken care of. And it's funny to me that the candidates in Fall River and people also don't talk about that.
Well, you got to bring it up to them. That's why.
Yeah, nobody mentions it. Nobody mentions it, but those benefits that are going to them should be going to others in Fall River. And Mara Healy is using your taxpayer money to make sure that they're all set, but not you guys or whoever's using the SNAP benefits in Fall River. Nobody really seems to be talking about that. And who to put the blame on, and the blame is on Mara Healy. So I don't know why the candidates don't come out and say what are facts here. That Mara Healy has spent billions of dollars, taxpayer money, for the illegals. Like, why? I don't understand why nobody brings this up.
Well, I did bring it up. I mean, I did bring it up.
Oh, not you. I'm talking about the candidates.
Oh,
the
other ones
don't bring it up.
The other ones don't. You know what I'm saying?
Boomer didn't bring it up. Chris Peckham didn't bring it up. Ricky Tiff didn't bring it up. Fall River has illegals in their city.
Yeah, we do, but we got to find out where.
You have illegals in your city, and they're not telling you where they are. That's intentional. And the same thing happened when Mara Healy transferred the illegals out from the Taunton Hotel, which was one of them, and nobody knows where they went. It was a big secret.
Yes, it was a big secret. Yeah.
It was a big secret. Nobody knows where they are. And they're not going to come out because they're afraid.
Yeah.
They're afraid.
Yeah.
So really nobody brings that up as well. Nobody seems to know what is driving the crime up either. And maybe there's not enough police. Maybe there's not enough police cars. 3 of them are not there.
Well, yeah, and Sector 11, which is where Flanagan, where the former Mayor Flanagan got stabbed, used to cover that area. They pulled that car off. They pulled Sector 11 off.
So these I don't know how they know these things and how they know that the police aren't around these sections, but I bet you if they went to go look at the stats, that's probably where most of the crime is happening, where the police aren't there.
Well, they do have police covering that area, but only like, in the daytime, like somewhere like in the daytime. Not all the time, because like I said, there was Sector 11. Okay, Sector 11 used to cover that area where where Mayor Wolf, the former mayor, got stabbed. They used to cover that area, but they pulled that car off. They pulled that car off. They pulled that car out of there, Sector 11.
So why did they pick those certain areas not to have the police patrol it anymore? Like, I don't know why they picked those 3 sections, and the firefighters as well. You do not have enough fire stations that are open in Fall River, and I talked about that before. And we talked about it before that Fall River should have at least 6 fire stations working and going.
Yep, and we do have an engine down, but we also
that's a backup. That's what Chris Peckham said, that was a backup in that area that does not have a station that's open. They just have a backup.
And plus, one of the brakes went on. I think it was the one up in Niagara. They got one, but it was supposed to be a backup, and the brakes don't work on it. So,
so not only don't you have the manpower, like Mr. Peckham said, but you don't have the equipment either. So, so you have the fire stations, except that they were shut down. They're not in use. And I believe that your area, not only does the police do not patrol that area, but I think the fire station is closed in that area.
We have one in the Flint, way up on the top on Eastern Avenue. That's open. We have one on Bedford Street. That would be the main one. And we have another one up on Plymouth Avenue in the Niagara neighborhood. So,
yeah, I think you have 4. I believe.
I think we have 4 open.
Yeah, but you should have 2 or 3 more open. So that's a problem. And not enough patrol. There's not enough policemen and cars patrolling the area. So that's what needs to be fixed.
And he said, when he gets in, if he's ever elected on Tuesday, that's what those are the main issues, important issues that he's going to touch on.
Yeah, but he also wants an audit, right? Didn't he say he wanted an audit? Didn't he say he wanted an audit? An audit,
yes. Yeah, he wants the audit too.
Because he said 2 million was missing or something. So, those were the points that stuck in my head because of the fire that happened in the Gabriel house and the 10 people that lost their lives and the crime issue. Because it's not safe in Fall River.
No, it's not. And I think he even said it's not. You know what I'm saying? So
right. So you have to bring back what you had before so that the crime can go down, can start going down. And you have to open up at least another fire station so that if something happens, you've got that open as well. And you need to fix that other station, that backup station that doesn't have the fire truck that's working. I mean, these things should be fundamental.
Well, thanks to the Coogan administration, you know what I'm saying? So thanks to the Coogan administration, you know what I'm saying that that these things are not in place. You know what I'm saying? So you got to thank Coogan for that. You know what I'm saying? That
So
he didn't put these things in place.
was he the one that got rid of the 3 police cars and closed the fire stations?
No, 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 no. Coogan did, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Coogan's the
talking
one that
about.
did.
Hogan did
Yeah,
that.
so yeah, Coogan did. Coogan's the one that did. So he's the one that did. So
Well,
now
something
Coogan made a mess of this place.
right. Yeah, those are the things that you do not want to happen because
No, yeah,
it's
but
not safe. Because now it's not safe, and criminals know these things.
yeah.
They
And he
know it.
said, God, and he said, Dave, he says, God forbid in this area right here,
Right.
if anything happens over
Right.
here, he says the only engine you're gonna count on is Bedford Street or Niagara. That would be the closest. That would be the
Right.
closest engine.
Right. So you in your area you have that backup truck that doesn't work,
Yep.
and you
We
do
don't.
not have police monitoring that area.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what stuck in my brain. I didn't know where, I didn't know what your section was, but I was like, wow, well, that might explain a little bit, maybe not everything, but maybe a little bit of why what happened at the Gabriel house and the increase in crime. But
Oh
he doesn't know how many illegals live there either.
no, he doesn't. They don't, and they don't. And he, like I said, I mean, he went to HUD. He went to HUD and the HUD, and then HUD, they said that HUD don't even know either. But I believe
Don't
that they
believe
do.
that
But then
they know.
I
Okay,
believe HUD does know, but they're
of
not
course they
telling them, and they're not
right.
telling them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but we'll find out. You know what I'm saying? You know,
No,
and
I mean, look, you do have illegals in Fall River. That's for sure. That's for sure. Um, and they are being taken care of by Mara Healy.
of course.
They have everything they need.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these are all issues, and they need to be tackled.
And I did ask him that. I says, if Boomer, if I says, would you be work if Boomer ever wins on Tuesday, mayor of the city of Fall River, would you be working? Would you be working with him? You know what I'm saying, on these issues? He says if it's not him and if it's Coogan, then he would ask Mayor Paul Coogan to come down and and see if he wants to work with them on the issues.
Well, I heard that too, but I don't. From what
Uh,
I've heard about Coogan and what is going on in that city, I'm not holding my breath for him to be doing anything at this point.
yeah, I no, but Coogan, I'm not going to hold my breath either.
So
But I'm hoping.
unless he's scared to death that he's not going to win, maybe he'll change his mind. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, right now, I think Coogan's scared to death. Right now, I think.
I hope so. I hope
I
he
think,
is.
yeah, yeah. So
I
I
hope.
think
I really do hope he is.
well, because he got dirty. Well, because he got desperate, and he got desperate, and he went. Yeah, I get. He went to Carlos, and Carlos ended up shaking his hand and endorsing him. You
Right.
know. So,
Yep.
but for what I understand, uh, Mayor Paul Coogan and Carlos Caesar, they both screwed over the Portuguese, community. So, for what I understand, so both of
In
them
your
did.
section where you live, Dave, in your area, do you know, is it a mix of races or is it one that's predominant? Is it half and half? Like, what is it?
Well, in my neighborhood, okay, in my neighborhood, I got a Lebanese bakery across. Hold on, I got a Lebanese bakery across the street. Okay, Lebanese that speaks Lebanese. I have uh, Portuguese on this side, Spanish, and I got Spanish. And what else do I have? And I have Mexicans next door on the same side of the road as me.
I know, but that's just three, Pete. That's just three. What do you think? What do you see in your area that consists of like ethnicity? How, like white people,
I,
Latinos? Like, are they
I,
most white people?
I see mostly mixed. I see white people, Latinos, Portuguese. I see mix, and
Okay,
because
so there's a mix. So there's no dominant race in your area.
there's no dominant race in my area, not at all.
So Jake says you can't afford another 2 years of Coogan. No, I don't think you can.
I don't think I can either. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think the city can, especially what Mr. Peckham said about the police force and the firefighters. So
yeah,
yeah, that's not good. That's
no,
not good. And the illegals as well. That's another issue.
yeah.
And then you got other issues on top of that. So,
Oh
but
yeah, he did say we have
safety,
other issues.
oh yeah, safety though should probably be up there as one of the priorities. And you need to get more police and more police cruisers, and to get the three that used to be there, the three, to start monitoring the other
Yeah.
streets that haven't been monitored. So that should be one of the top things. And the other one are the firefighter stations. You need to open up more of them. So that means more money. You're going to have to pay these people,
Yep.
and they're going to need the equipment.
Well, I wanted to talk about the opera, but I couldn't come up with it because I forgot. Because when I was doing the interview, I was talking to so much about, I was talking so much about, like, the most important things, the
What did you
public
want to
safety.
talk about?
I would no, 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 no. I was when I had the interview with him, right? I wanted to say something about the opera money, but I couldn't come. I forgot. Yeah,
You mean about Coogan and
yeah, Coogan, the
Emerald?
opera. Yeah, Coogan. Yeah, Coogan. Mayor Paul Coogan. What he did with the opera money. You know what I'm saying, I wanted to,
Well,
talk to him about.
he's got a bunch of violations. Coogan has a bunch of
Of course,
violations.
yeah. Why not? Yeah, and
And then
some.
if
Yeah,
anybody wants to go see it, you can go see it. I can go. Let me see if I can find it. You keep talking. Let me see if I can get it.
yeah, please. I want to see it. I want to put it up there. I want to prove to I want to prove to Coogan that he's got a whole bunch of violations on his
What is the acronym
PCA.
on that, Dave? What's the acronym?
Huh?
What's the acronym?
What's what?
OP. What's
OCPF.
okay? OCPF. There we go. OCPF, Massachusetts. Let me see.
You're better than me on that.
What?
You're better than me looking up stuff on that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, because you're not a navigate your fingers.
Let me see if I can find the right. This is the website right here.
Yeah.
And now, search, browse candidates. Here we go. For each candidate, committee filing reports with OCPF. The following information is displayed in the dedicated profile pages. Okay, so now they have a bunch of, and so we're looking for Paul Coogan.
Yep.
And here he is.
Can you put
So
that up?
hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me go and share this. Who goes 14 to National Grid? Yep, he does. All right, you got it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at all those violations. And look at all those violations that Coogan has on his.
Well, let's hold on. Let's go look.
Yeah.
Committee information. The treasurer is Judy St. Hilaire. I don't know who that is.
That's his wife.
Oh, okay. All right. So the financial summary for 2025, starting balance almost 50,000, receipts 7,300, expenditures 7,000, cash on hand almost 50,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has about 50,000 to spend. And he made a deposit a couple of weeks ago of almost $24,000.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, 24 grand.
Bank report, receipts 4,500, expenditures, so 4,500, 4,500, 4,500. All right. Now, this is Boomer, who's raised more money than Paul Coogan. Do you see it?
I see it. Yep.
So Boomer has almost 13,000, and
Boomer.
Coogan is at 7,300.
Yep.
Okay. And then you got Carlos Caesar with 5,000 and Christopher Sylvia with almost over 2,200, almost 2,300. So it looks like, right, Amaral has raised about 4 or 5 times more than Paul Coogan.
Yes, he did.
So I'm wondering if Paul Coogan is sweating.
I think he is sweating right now because because Boomer did raise. Boomer Gabriel Amaral. He did raise a lot of money. He did.
Well, he did,
Yeah.
and he definitely outpaced Paul Coogan. So that's good for you guys to know. Now I'm looking over here on the left, and I don't know if you can see it. The red underneath his name, it says the Alliance to Recall Mayor Coogan Political Action Committee. Somebody wanted to recall him. Do you remember that?
I remember that at one point somebody wanted to. Yes, somebody wanted to recall him, but I don't know.
The treasurer was Colin Diaz.
Colin Dias, yes.
Guys.
Yeah, Dias.
So he missed his training. And so Coogan probably had to find somebody else. And he got his wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go look at his reports. Disillusion, 0. Contributions. I don't see anything there either. Expenditures, nothing. Correspondence, okay. Audit. Oh, looks like there was an audit done a few years ago. So where are all these violations that they found?
They're there, right?
No, that's not a violation. Reports. I don't see anything. How do I find this? Hold on.
Maybe you gotta look up violation.
I don't see the category. I don't see it. All right, there's the recall, inactive, forms, advisory opinion, guidance letter, latest contributions. Well, here are the people that are giving money to Paul Coogan.
Wow.
Carol Fiola is in there.
Yeah.
And Andrea Campbell, she is the Attorney General from Massachusetts.
And she's in there.
Yep.
Wow.
The Democratic State Committee gave him $1,000.
Wow, Democratic Committee. Look at that corruption right there. Holy mackerel.
Well, no, I don't think that's correct. That was 21. That was 2021. Let me see. This is just 2024. It doesn't go back. This is the latest view.
I want the recent.
So 2024, Carol Fiola gave him more money.
Yeah.
The Bricklayers of Massachusetts gave him money, $500.
Yeah.
Anne and Alan Sylvia gave him money. Okay, well, now you got an idea. Last year, contributor Paul Coogan. It's funny how you don't really see who these people are. Okay, that's bizarre. Legal. I don't see these violations. Where are they?
They got to be there somewhere.
Legal. What's under legal? Campaign finance law. A report.
Oh, it's there because Boomer. It's there.
Here's 2025 for the contributions, Dave.
Yeah, right there. It's got to be in here somewhere.
This is Mara Healy is the recipient. That figures. You see it? You
Yeah.
see it way over on the right? The recipient is Mara Healy.
Yeah.
This guy is such an insider and an elitist. It's not even funny. Well, I mean, what is this with Quincy, Gloucester? Wow, that's a North Shore. Gloucester is North Shore. West Bridgewater.
There you go.
Boston, Sandwich.
Yeah.
Retired. John Bell. I'm trying to see if I know anybody. I don't. Do you know anybody here? Brockton firefighters. Oh my God.
I don't know anybody that's in there.
The Carpenters Local 327 in Dorchester. I mean, these contributions are coming from everybody but Fall River.
Yeah.
There's nobody in Fall River that's giving money to Paul Coogan.
No. And you know something? And that's and now that brings it into question. So why is people out of town giving Mayor Paul Coogan money? Other politicians out of town.
Well,
why?
I mean, they can do that.
No, they can't. It's against the law.
No, it's not. No, it isn't. No, you can have people in this country can give contributions. It's the foreign ones that are a problem. So Lynn, that's my area. That's also the North Shore. Reading is also the North Shore. This is Mara Healy, Kimberly Driscoll. Do you see the recipient, the source where it's coming from? Healy.
$300.
Look at them all. Look at all Healy there.
Yeah.
There's another one from Mara Healy. Mara Healy
all the way down.
Look at that. Yeah, well, see, he's bought out by Mara Healy. He's bought out.
Of course he's bought out by Mara Healy.
No doubt bought out by Mara Healy. That's why the illegals are in Fall River. Big part of it.
Yep. Yeah, so Mayor Paul Coogan got bought out by Mara Healy.
Look at this, Linfield.
Oh,
well,
God.
You know what? I believe then, from looking at these contributions that are not coming from Fall River, I believe then that Gabriel Amaral is getting contributions from probably the people of Fall River. Because clearly Coogan isn't.
Yeah.
No, I don't see anybody from Fall River.
Not at all.
There's nobody.
No, he got bought out by Mara Healy.
Look at Mara Healy. Oh my God. Mara
Yeah,
Healy is funding his campaign. That's what's going on here.
yeah.
I, there's no doubt about it.
Got funny. Well, we got
Oh
bought
my
out
God, there's
by.
another one. Mara Healy, Mara Healy. And
I
nobody's from Fall River. And it
no,
ends. Look at this. Oh my God. There's nobody, Dave.
nope, nobody from Fall River. Nope.
And look at Mara Healy still on the last page. Oh my Lord. This was
Hey,
October. This was yesterday. No, that's today. This is
October.
today. And
Holy,
Thomas Koch is all over the place. I don't know who that is.
I don't know him either.
And there's Kimberly Driscoll again. Mass and Cass. Oh no. Oh God.
Massing cats.
Oh, that's where the drug addicts are in Boston.
Oh, massing cats.
Look, you know what? Mara Healy is funding Coogan's campaign. I love illegals more than I love you, Mara Healy. Yeah, heels up, Healy. Can you imagine? Did you see all
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Did you do all that? Let me but I still don't know.
That it is there. The
Well, I know. I'm just trying to agency actions. No, that's not it.
public resolution letter.
Filers, browse recently organized filer listings. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's got to be somewhere, but I don't know where it is on here. You might have to log in. You probably might have to sign in to look even more. But I thought it was interesting to see who the contributors are for Coogan because it's not coming from Fall River.
Nope, none of them are.
They're all
Nobody,
coming from
nobody.
they're all coming from outside.
Yeah, and
Um,
and basically he got bought out by Governor Moore Healy.
oh yeah, it seems like Mara Healy is funding his campaign.
Yeah, he got bought out. That's he did.
Okay,
He
let's
got
look at Boomer. Okay, he has no office. All right. Receipts year to date.
yeah.
Wow, he's got over $10,000 in cash. He really doesn't have a lot of expenditures. That's good. That's good. He's definitely beating out Coogan in terms of money. Where is the where did I find that? People that gave oh man. Contributions. Here we go. Look at this. See it? Fall River? Do you see it, Dave?
Yeah. What's
Do you
that?
see it? Do you see this is for Boomer? Look at
So
all
who?
the contributions coming in from Fall River.
Yep. All the contributions coming in from
Look at
Fall River.
look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
That's all Fall River.
It's practically all Fall River. Look at that.
All the contributions.
Look at that. Look at it. And it's all coming from your area. Somerset.
Westport.
Is Swansea in your area?
There's Warwick there. Was
No.
it Kingston? I think there's Kingston there, Kingston, Mass. Somerset, I see up there.
Inverness, I don't know, New Bedford, Swansea.
Yeah.
And there's more. Look at all the Fall River. What did I tell you? Look at that.
It's all Fall River. All Fall
It's
River.
practically all Fall River. Somebody from Florida
Gave
maybe
money.
his brother gave him some.
Maybe.
Wow. There you go. Look at that. I mean, would you think he has a good chance of winning in
I think so too. I think he
on
has a good
Tuesday?
chance. I think he has a good chance of winning on Tuesday because he got mostly all the contributions from Fall River from Massachusetts.
Oh, look at Jake. He said my state rep Alan Sylvia gave to Paul Coogan. But he's not raising any money from anybody in Fall River. Nobody.
Nope.
He's not very popular, and you know what? He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. And hopefully all these people that contributed and will go and vote for him and everybody else as well, so that Amaral can become the next mayor of Fall River. And hopefully, by what we're seeing with contributions, that is the case. That will be the case.
All those contributions, yeah.
Yeah, they're all coming from Fall River.
This is all Fall River. Nobody from Fall River gave Mayor Paul Coogan any contribution at all.
Nope. No,
not one person. So that goes to show you that there is going to be a big change.
Hopefully.
Hopefully that's the case.
They keep showing these contributions.
Yeah, because that's how you file them now.
They keep showing this. There's some more. Okay. Well, we know now all Coogan's money is from Beacon Hill and North Shore. Yeah. Yeah, what did I tell you about the North Shore, Dave? Remember what I told you about the North Shore?
Yeah.
Those liberal nut jobs up there?
Yeah.
Can't stand them.
Yeah. The current mayor was getting money from different places where that Boomer Amaral, the challenger, was getting money from Fall River. All Fall River gave him contribution.
Yeah, and he's outpacing Coogan by quite a bit because of the people of Fall River that are giving to Boomer's campaign, and they're not doing they're not doing Coogan, and Coogan knows that. He knows that. He's getting contributions from everywhere but Fall River.
So yeah, contributions everywhere but Fall River. Yeah. So he's getting Fall River he's getting money. Coogan's getting money from Governor Moore Healy, and the lieutenant governor, and the North Shore.
Yeah, mostly Maura Healy and Beacon Hill, yes, and even Kim Driscoll is involved in this as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's very telling, Dave, don't you think? And that's good news. I think I would, if I were running for whatever office in any city or town, I would want the contributions to come from the area that I'm running in, right?
True. Yep. And say if I was to run for governor of Massachusetts, right? I would want Fall River to give me, the contributions. You know what I'm saying? Fall River, Boston, and the North Shore.
Well, you would want it from everybody if you were running for governor in Massachusetts. Yeah. But if you were running for mayor, Dave, I think it would be nice if you got people in Fall River to give to your campaign, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? I would want people to give me to my campaign. Not one person in Fall River gave Coogan money.
You believe that? Not even one.
Hey, yeah. So guess what? You know something, and that goes to show you.
In Dave Mead, we trust. Jake said he would contribute to your campaign.
Good, I'll run for governor. Then you can trust.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we took a look at that.
I'm glad we did too. Wow.
Because I think that's going to make I think people will feel a little bit better, but that doesn't mean you cannot go out and vote. And that doesn't mean that you can breathe easy. That means you got to go out and vote.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
This is easy street. Don't think this is easy street.
Yeah, I think I think Boomer has Boomer has a good chance on Tuesday.
Make sure you go out and vote. That's it. That's all. That's all you got to do at this point in time, because it's almost over.
Yeah.
Now you just got to go make sure that you vote and get out and vote for Boomer. That's it. That's all. That's all you got to do.
Get out there, vote for Boomer Emerald, man. November 4th, man, because go out there November 4th, vote for Boomer Emerald. Let him to be our next mayor, in the city, next mayor of the city of Fall River. Because
how can Paul Coogan not know that Boomer has out campaigned him? How can he knows that? He knows that.
Of course he knows. He knows Boomer out campaigned him.
Practically 5 times as much.
Yeah. He knows
whether
that.
It's mayor, he would have my vote. Whatever you run for, Dave, Jake is gonna be voting for you.
You'll be voting for me?
Whatever it is that you want to run for, he's gonna be voting for you.
I don't think president would be the quite of my run right now. Oh yeah,
that's good news. Let's hope it translates into a win on Tuesday.
I hope it translates into a win on Tuesday. I hope it does.
Oh my gosh! How exciting is this? How exciting!
Oh my God, man! That is looking at Boomer's looking at his Boomer's contribution. Oh my God, man! I can't believe Boomer. Wow! I'll beat him. I'll beat. That's awesome. I'll beat him in the campaign. I can't believe it. Wow!
I know that's good news. That's very good news.
That is good news. That's all.
You guys needed some good news. You got some good news. You got some good news. Now you just gotta go out and vote. That's it. Just go out and vote for the guy.
Yeah, go out and vote.
Don't sit back and relax. You got it made. No. Go out and vote. It's not over yet. Go out and vote.
Guys, got to get out and vote on November 4th, man. Vote for Christopher Peckham, vote for Boomer Emerald, vote for Ricky Tiff.
Carol Fiola, big surprise there, right?
No, Cal Fiola.
For Coogan, yeah. I'll vote as soon as I get out of work. Yeah, good.
You get out of work, man. Get out there and vote because that's what we need. So what else we have on the agenda today? Anything else besides local politics?
Local politics. Vote for Michael Canuel and Jonathan Lima. Who are they? City council?
They're city councilors. So yeah.
What about the school committee? Nobody's talking about the school committee because I think that's huge as well.
Yeah, the school committee too. That would be vote for Colin Dias back in the school committee. Re-elect him back. Vote for Manuel in the school committee too is also. Vote for. I'm trying to. I said his name too earlier. I forgot his name. Oh gosh. Too many people are running.
Manny Moniz, John Sylvia, and Anna Riley for school committee.
I will think about John Sylvia.
You can write people in. You can write people in if you don't like anybody, and if there's no contestant against them.
So I don't want to. I mean, we got to. I picked my candidates. You know what I'm saying? So I already picked my candidates.
Write in Jordan for school committee. Oh wow, who's that? Who's Jordan?
Jordan Sylvia. So Jordan Sylvia.
John,
So,
is that John
so
Sylvia or Jordan Sylvia? Are those two different people, or that the same one?
that would also be. Let me see. Also, right in Jordan Sylvia. So I know Jordan Sylvia. I already know. And I know John Sylvia too. So
Oh, so it's two different
because
people. Oh, yeah, there you
yeah,
go.
two
Two
different
different
people.
people.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right.
two different people. That are in the that are running. So
Is
you
that a
got
lot?
Manny.
There's a lot of Sylvias. Is that a Portuguese last name?
I think so. Let me look it up.
Is it Sylvia or Silva? That's
I think
Portuguese.
I think it's Silva. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is Sylvia or Silva Portuguese? Sylvia is a given name used in many languages, including Portuguese, Spanish, and Italian.
So could be Portuguese then. All right.
And Portuguese is spelled the same way as Sylvia with an AN accent on the first I. Sylvia is not Portuguese, and the Portuguese word for silver is a pirate. So silver is Portuguese family's name. Sylvia is a pirate. English word versus Portuguese word from the metals. Would you like me to tell you more? Yes. Yeah. You see that? Yes.
Okay, so Dave, the demographics, or when I was asking you what the ethnicity is of Fall River, and most people are white.
Most people are white. I
Yeah,
don't know. I mean,
I'll show you.
yeah.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Show the graphic. But why do I have Spanish and
Well, they're there too, but most people are white. Do you see it yet?
I got the graphic? Wow. Okay. Then we have white people.
So almost 73% or three quarters of the people in Fall River are white. And then you have the others. Two or more
Okay.
races, over 10,000, other race, over 6,000, Black or African, almost 6,000, Asian, 2,500, Native American, 115, and Hawaiian, 85.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Let me see Hispanic, what they come up with. Non-Hispanic. Yeah. Look at that. Look at the Hispanic. When that
None.
happens, non-Hispanic, that's white. It's 86.46. So yeah, you have mostly white people.
Oh, mostly white people. Oh, okay.
Three quarters of it are.
Well, I mean, I'm not white. I'm Portuguese and so I'm not white.
Well, no, that's European, Dave. That's white.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm 6% European.
Portugal is from Europe.
I know it is.
That's European.
Mm-hmm.
So you're more than 6%. You can't just be 6%. Okay.
Well, I'm
Let me see.
72% Portuguese.
Married families.
Let's see.
Family. What is this? Fall River's per capita income is almost 47,000.
Wow.
The medium is about 54,000. The poverty rate stands at almost 21%.
Damn. Whew. Let me see that. Let me take a picture of that.
So average income is about 47, and the median household income is almost 54, and the poverty rate is almost 21.
Wow. Wow. I'm learning more as I do this show.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's easy to look it up if you want to know.
Yeah.
It's all right there. You got the computer. So the population is about 95,000, density is about 3,000, and growth is 0.2%. So the population right now is growing in Fall River.
You think so?
That's what it says.
It's growing.
It says Fall River is currently growing at a rate of 0.2%. It's not a lot, but it is still growing. And its population has increased by 1.03% since the most recent census.
Holy mackerel. Yeah, but we have to start doing our census again, because we're going to start doing our census again too, because people are going to be moving out.
You know, they go there, I'm thinking, because it's affordable.
Yeah.
So you have, like somebody was saying yesterday, I forget his name, that his rent is $700. You cannot find any rent in Massachusetts for $700 a month. It's impossible.
Unless you're on subsidized housing.
Maybe. So, I mean, but still, it's something that's affordable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd vote for Jordan if he ran against Jake Auchincloss as well. I don't know who that is. Okay.
Hey, Jacob, for Jacob Bradley for governor, vote for Brian Shortsleeve, because Brian Shortsleeve is
Oh yeah,
you
gotta vote for him for sure.
I think I'm going to lean towards Brian Shortsleeve for our next governor of Massachusetts.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I definitely would.
We gotta get rid of you gotta get rid of Healy, man. But he's did you know that one of her colleagues got arrested for trafficking?
Yeah, out in Western Mass.
Yeah,
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking. Yes.
They also found a gun on him, and he did not even have a permit for it.
Yeah.
Brian Shortsleeve has my vote. Jake says Brian Shortsleeve as well. Yep, I agree.
I agree. And I think Maura Healey's campaign,
trafficking
her
cocaine.
thing is,
Yeah, I heard about that. What is it, Jake?
It's doing. She had him on the team, carrying a firearm without a license, trafficking cocaine and everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was trafficking cocaine, and they found a gun, and he didn't have a permit for it.
Yeah.
So he was carrying it illegally. I'm just going over to X to see if Brian Shortsleeve has anything else to say about Maura Healey.
Yeah, I think Maura Healey's his career being governor is over after that.
I hope so. So President Trump came home.
Yeah, and good. I'm glad he did. And Chris Peckham, was talking to Chris Peckham about it. Where the Governor Maura Healey and Mayor Wu in Boston, then it's Senator Warren. These people, they're blaming Trump, they're blaming Trump with this, and he said that that look, the Democrats, they sabotage their own, and they want they just want somebody to Chuck Schumer just wants somebody to blame, to blame. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? They want somebody to blame because they don't like President Trump. President Trump, he's the president of the United States, yes, okay, but he's limited on what he can do and what he can't do. You know what I'm saying? Congress has the say. You know what I'm saying? You know, on what oh wait, you got something up there?
Check this out. Check it out.
Yeah. Oh, this is
So
wow.
these are the current charges. This is from Fall River Reporter. And look at the delivery charges. $55. This is from Eversource. This is the renewable energy company. So they only used about $9.50 a supply, and the delivery was $55.
Holy
Current
mackerel!
charges for gas.
I gotta take that. I gotta post that.
This is renewable energy now.
That's renewable energy. Holy shit,
Yep.
man.
This is for gas. This is Eversource is the renewable energy. And if you look at your itemized bill, you will find that most of the money is going to delivery.
Yep.
And they're out of Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, but they're no good though. You know what I'm saying? They're no good.
No.
Renewable energy. Wonder what this is about.
I'm trying to find.
I saw that.
Here's one. Oh snap! Healy can tap. She can tap mass money to feed hungry. Don't let facts get in the way of mask governor fake tears. Just remember, Orange Man is bad, lazy, incompetent, and missing in action governor can easily fund the program, but she would rather play the victim again. DNC is a clown show.
Well, DNC is a clown show. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean,
yeah. So this guy is saying that she can fund the SNAP benefits, but she won't because she wants to blame President Trump.
Yeah, she wants to put the blame on Trump all the time.
Oh, here's the other candidate, Dave, Mike Connealy.
Let's see what he's got to say.
I'm not making this up. A Healy staffer allegedly had 8 kilos of cocaine delivered to the Western Mass governor's office.
Oh my God! Moy Healy had cocaine delivered to her office.
What?
What the heck?
Western Mass governor's office. Wow, Healy has lost control of every aspect of her administration. When I'm governor, we'll clean up the mess that Maura Healy created. Oh my Lord.
Oh, cocaine.
I didn't know that.
She's delivered cocaine.
I had no idea that the drugs were going to her office in Western Mass.
Holy Jesus. She's snorting it up.
No wonder she sounds like an idiot. Yeah, she's snorting.
Oh my God. Oh.
No. Oh Lord.
I gotta get a picture of that one.
It was redirected to the Western Mass office.
So her drugs. So Governor Healy's drugs, cocaine, was directed to the Western Mass office instead of her. Oh my God!
That explains why she's out of it. And I always said it. I've always said this woman is like out of it. That explains
this woman's out of it, man. No wonder she's acting crazy. She's on cocaine.
Oh.
She's snorting it. She's snorting.
Oh. No wonder she's all messed up. That explains a lot.
Yeah, that explains it.
Oh no. Oh no.
And the other one gets busted with trafficking cocaine and guns.
That's the same guy, Dave. That's the same guy.
So that was the same one. My God. So we have a governor. Is also trafficking cocaine.
Hey, Paul Coogan is one of her favorites.
Yeah, Paul Coogan's what? Oh, I gotta tell Boomer this one. Oh, Paul Coogan is one of one of Healy's favorites, but here it is, getting cocaine trafficking to the Western Mass office. Holy mackerel. Oh man, you can't make this up. You can't.
Yeah, and here's Maura Healey giving money to Paul Coogan's campaign. You've got to be kidding me.
So she actually bought. She actually bought Mayor Paul Coogan. She bought him out. She bought him.
Oh yeah. He's gonna. I don't think he's gonna get in, but if he does, he's gonna do whatever Maura Healey wants him to do. That's probably why she keeps giving him money.
Cocaine. Oh Lord. Our governor.
Wow.
No wonder there's nothing getting done. No wonder there's nothing getting done.
Oh my God. Look at this at Market Basket. Video shows woman accused of stealing meat fighting with checkout workers.
I've seen that.
Let's look at the video. Let's see if we can see the video.
I want to see the video. I already saw it, but I want to see it again. I want to play it.
You can. All right, let's see.
I want to see it again.
Let's check it out. Are these
these two potato? Yeah, them are the two potato heads. Yeah. and I know the manager. I know the manager.
Where's the video? Oh, here it is.
I know the manager. That manager right there. It
doesn't say where. Where did this happen? Brockton. All right, Brockton. Let's look at the video. Where did it go? Now playing above.
Above. It's playing above.
I don't see it. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's streaming. It's streaming.
Play it above.
All right. You see it? Do you see it? It's streaming. Up here.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll play in a minute. Market Basket brawl videos and showing that woman accused of stealing meat and fighting with the checkout workers. Come on, I want to listen to the radio. I want to listen to this. I'm dying to listen to this again. This happened in
West Bridgewater. Two women are facing criminal charges after they were caught on video fighting with workers at a Massachusetts Market Basket that confronted them over the alleged theft of high-priced meats. Olivia Bird, 37, of Quincy, and Rajane Bird, maybe sisters, 28, of Boston's Hyde Park neighborhood were arrested Sunday on charges of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, and assault and battery, shoplifting, and disorderly conduct, according to the West Bridgewater Police Department. Officers responding to a report of a disturbance at the Market Basket in West Bridgewater learned two women, later identified as the Birds, had allegedly been involved in a melee in the checkout with two store employees.
I can't get the video. Is that the video right over here?
Yeah, it's still streaming, so it's not showing it.
Come on. It's on Channel News.
Maybe I can find it somewhere else. But let's see what else I got. Pod, Concerned Citizens, and Markey. Here's Brian Shortsleeve. Here he is. Thieves are stealing over, this was yesterday, thieves are stealing over $1 million a month from Massachusetts SNAP recipients and taxpayers who fund the program, and the Healey administration can't seem to stop it. This is what happens when government grows bloated and unaccountable. Yeah, and she's probably snorting as well. The chip card technology to protect families has existed for years. The question is, where's the leadership?
Post that one up.
What?
Post it up. Put it up on the screen. So
Hold on. I didn't do that.
I gotta see it. I don't want all the viewers to see this, so that we okay, we go. Boom.
Can see it?
Wait. Here we go. All right. Yep. Right there.
So
Wow.
Brian Shortsleeve says that they're stealing $1 million a month on SNAP recipients.
$1 million a month. Wow, boy. They're stealing $1 million. It's crazy. $1 million a month. Holy moly!
Yeah, this system has to change. Something's got to change here.
No.
Healy is sitting on billions of dollars in contingency funds that she could make available next week.
Yep.
So Massachusetts does have the money, though.
Yep.
So they say that she can make up the shortfall, but she won't do it.
Nope, she won't.
She won't do it.
And the reason why she won't do it. I'm gonna take a picture of the SNAP benefit right there.
This one?
Nope, the top right there. The one right here. Nope, this one here, right there. Mass DTA. The Mass DTA one. I don't want her. I don't like her. She looks like a dog.
She is ugly.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. No, because I want to put that up. I want people to take a look at that. You know what I'm saying, on the page. You know, but that's a shame, man. That's horrible. What do you think?
Of course. Oh
That's
my God!
horrible,
I can't believe the corruption and the thievery that goes on. This is Congressman Randy Fine, who wants to try to deport Mamdani. You know, the guy who's running for the mayor of New York City.
New York City, yeah.
He wants to introduce a bill to ban all non-citizens from any form of welfare. No food stamps, no Section 8 housing, no Medicaid, no cash assistance, not one penny, not one. If you want free stuff, go home.
That's right.
That's right. No, go home.
Well, if you do want free stuff, that's where you can go.
Well,
you can go
I
home.
mean, come on. That's like common sense. Give me a break. Oh, look at Fall River right here. Did you see this?
No, I didn't see that. Let me see that.
Car fire on Myrtle Street, New Bedford, yesterday around 1:30.
I didn't see that one. Let me see that.
October 20. That was yesterday. This is from the Fall River Reporter. Wow, look at that fire in that car. Yikes.
Yeah. The fire's coming right out on it. Holy mackerel, man.
I wonder what the hell happened there.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's an electric car.
I don't think it's an electric car.
No. All right. Cuomo jumps 9% as Mamdani loses support in a new Suffolk poll. Wow. Jeff Cooner. Governor Healy is about to break the back of the middle class. She backs a huge tax increase, which would enable cities and towns to raise vehicle excise taxes by thousands of dollars per family.
Wow.
She wants higher taxes to provide food stamps and welfare to illegal aliens en masse. More revenue.
Here's the guy that's with cocaine.
Yes. More revenue fixes nothing. Massachusetts spending 27% more than Florida, or $17 billion. 23% more than Texas, or $15 billion. 10% more than California, or $7 billion. What? Are you serious?
Fucking crazy. Look at this, man.
Massachusetts spends more money than Texas and California, and those states are huge.
Yeah. So why do we spending all that money? Holy shit.
That is insane.
That is insane.
Oh my gosh. I mean, California is supposedly Democrat, and we spend more. Massachusetts spends more than California. That is mind-boggling.
Yep, that's insane. Is that the cocaine?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Let me get a
He's
picture of that
governor.
guy.
He's Governor Healy's staff member charged with trafficking cocaine, and he sent
Wow.
it to the governor's office in Western Mass.
Eh. No wonder. This is where our money's going. This is the corruption.
How do they find these people? These are the people that they hire.
Yeah.
Scumbags at work.
Yeah, AI stuff.
Oh, they got rid of that. What happened to it? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw
It
it.
just disappeared.
Yeah, they got rid of it.
They took that down, scumbags, because he said scumbags.
Yeah.
Longtime WBZ analyst John Keller laid off and staffing cuts. Wow. Oh, look at this from the Fall River Reporter.
What is that?
That's today. Here is the plea agreement. Corey Gonzalez, the man arrested for the stabbing of former Fall River Mayor Will Flanagan, approved 49 days before Flanagan was stabbed. He was arrested on April 1st, 2024, on 2 charges, each of kidnapping, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, and assault. The victims were his mother and sister. What?
Yeah.
On September 2nd, 2025, he pleaded guilty. The judge accepted the plea of 18 months to served, 6 months time served, and 1 year suspended. 49 days later, Will Flanagan was stabbed multiple times, allegedly by a man with 19 prior arrests, as at least 11 of those were for violent crimes. No word on his mental health evaluation that was supposed to be conducted. Of course not. You're not going to hear anything about that.
No, of course not. Not going to hear anything about that. When he goes back to court, right? Oh, if he does go back to court, you're not going to hear anything more about that.
No, they don't tell you anything. The Fall River Police or whoever does that does not follow up or does not report with what's going on with an investigation or nothing.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. Flanagan's a lawyer, okay, and Flanagan's a lawyer. But if they don't follow up on it, believe me, I'm going to tell you right off the bat.
No, I mean publicly. No. I don't mean that they're going to follow up. I'm talking about publicly letting people know what is going on. They don't do that.
No, they don't. Not at all.
Whatever they're doing with this investigation, they're not letting anybody know anything at this point.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Not that they're not going to look at it. Of course they're going to.
Yeah.
But they're not letting anybody know about it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
When you have somebody like that running the streets, coming up behind you and not knowing that,
that's scary.
That is scary.
That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's basically one of the scariest things in the world to know when you're walking on the street and somebody runs up behind you and jabs you.
And you're not expecting it.
Nope. Of course not.
Oh, Dave, I want to listen to this woman talk about her losing her stamp.
Me and my kids have been 5 days without food. 5 days ago, my food stamps were taken from me, stolen from me, with no warning. Today, I get this food stamp letter from the fucking food stamp office telling me not only am I losing my food stamps, I'm losing my $2,100 in cash benefits that I get every single month to pay my bills. I'm losing my Section 8, My food stamps have now decreased from $4,300 to $19 a month for 6 kids. How the hell am I supposed to feed 6 kids on $19 a freaking month?
Go get a job.
On top of having to come up with rent. Because now I don't have Section 8.
Go get a job.
Cash benefits. No cash benefits. My $300 utility check that I get every single month, I will no longer be getting. We're going to be left out on the fucking streets.
No, you're not.
They take all of my food stamps.
Oh my God, this woman's swearing.
I don't even have a fucking dollar to my name, and I have 6 kids.
Good for you.
Whose fault is
Please
that?
tell me, how is this making America great again? Can somebody make that? I'm so fucking pissed.
That's sad, man. That is sad.
I lost it. We all did, but it's not Trump's fault. It's the Dems. Or stop going playing around. And you won't have kids. I mean, what? Did you see that? She won't go work. She won't go find a job.
No, she's not going to go find a job. Of course not. Why not?
Let me see how much money she was getting in total a month. She was getting $4,300 for food.
Everybody forgive her for swearing.
$4,300 for food, and then she was getting more money. Let me see what she says again.
Without food. 5 days ago, my food stamps were taken from me, stolen from me, with no warning. No warning. Today, I get this food stamp letter from the fucking food stamp office telling me not only am I losing my food stamps, I'm losing my $2,100 in cash benefits that I get.
There it is, 21. So she's getting $4,300 plus $2,100.
Yep.
That's $5,400 a month, and then some.
Every single month to pay my bills. I'm losing my Section 8.
Good
My
for you.
food stamps have now decreased from $4,300
$4,000.
to $19 a month for 6 kids. How the hell am I supposed to feed 6 kids on $19 a freaking month?
I don't know.
On top of having to come up with rent. Because now I don't have Section 8.
Good for you.
Cash benefits. No cash benefits.
Good.
My $300 utility
Get a job.
check that I get every single.
So she was getting like almost $5,500 a month for doing nothing.
Yeah, $5,500 a month doing nothing off the taxpayers. That's what she was actually getting. But here she is bitching and complaining.
She gets Section 8. She gets $4,300 a month for food, and she gets $300 for utilities. What in this is plain robbery. Robbery.
And you know something, she's actually playing the system too. So she should just get a job. You know, go out and go get a part-time job, go make your own money, and stop relying on the state.
Well, you know something? Maura Healey, because she is so concerned about the illegals and giving them food and shelter and everything else that they need, you, my friend, I don't know where she lives. If she lives in Massachusetts, you're not going to be getting anything from Maura Healey because you're not an illegal.
That is true.
So, yeah, you're going to have to go find, I don't know what, shelter someplace and food someplace else, because if you're in Massachusetts, Maura Healey won't give it to you. And she won't release the contingency funds that I guess she has. She won't do that because she wants to blame it on President Trump.
Yep.
This is political. I said it yesterday. They are using these people as political pawns.
Yep. Political pawns, yeah. And they're actually using the kids too for political pawns too as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Single women that have no man around, they're not married, they have 5, 6, 7 kids because they know that they can get more money from the system. That's the only reason why they have these kids.
Well, you know what? You're not going to get it anymore.
Now they're screwed.
Yep. So now they're complaining. So now, instead of the Democrats, the liberals taking responsibility of it, right? No, but they're blaming Trump for it, the Trump administration for it, when it's their fault that they're the ones that sabotage their self. You know what I'm saying? And and sabotage their self. So I mean, so they made it look like that Trump was at fault of this, but no, Trump is not at fault with this. And you know something, and I'll stand by my word. I will stand by my word. Okay, I'm going to tell you, Trump may be like goes like this a lot, if you know what I'm saying. But Trump will never ever take food stamps away from families. Trump will never ever starve anybody. You know what I'm saying? Trump will give, okay? Trump will give before he takes away. And what all is that? All these gangs and stuff. Wow. Is that Madani?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. As a longtime New Yorker, I still can't get over Mamdani. How the F does a foreigner who's never held a real job walk around with massive security guards, preach communism, and be on the verge of taking over the financial capital of the world? Let's hope that doesn't happen.
I hope that doesn't happen. I hope not.
Because
you know what? New York is going to be in a lot of trouble if they did.
Boston Herald, yeah, he is gone. He's laid off. This is here it is. Scumbags at work. Here it is.
Let's listen to Scumbags at Work.
Senate, let me see. I don't know when this was. This was yesterday. Senate votes to terminate President Trump's tariffs on Canada 50-46. Wow. That's what they're doing. Yeah, I heard about that today. That they repealed the tariffs against Canada because Canada is so friendly to us. And we can't do those kind of things to our neighbors.
Not Canada. No, not Canada.
Yeah, they can do whatever they want to us, but heaven forbid we should do anything.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, listen to this. Clogged toilet. After being arrested for assaulting Market Basket employees, new definition of a you-know-what day. Mass woman assaulted clogged the toilet in holding cell after arrest.
Oh, because look how big she is. Oh my God. Jesus, man. Stella, lay off the bag of chips, lady.
She clogged the toilet, all right.
Clogged the toilet, man.
In the prison cell.
Oh my God. That's disgusting.
Oh gosh. That's funny.
This is funny. Yeah, this is funny.
Oh my God.
Look at the White House getting
There's an East Wing that they're all freaking out over. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're freaking out on the East Wing, where that's only all private funds are going towards that.
Heaven forbid we should have something nicer. Rand Paul, this is an alarming trend. We need to ask ourselves why so many Americans are on SNAP. That's because of the illegals. Look at it, spiked in 2022 when it was open borders, and then it came down when President Trump came into office last year. That's all that is.
Let me take a picture of that. I gotta post those. Come on. They don't want me posting them?
That's Rand Paul. And a lot of people have been saying that. Like, why are there so many Americans on SNAP? And do you know that it's white people that need these? It's mostly
Yeah.
white people that are on these programs.
I'm not on Snap either, so I don't really, you know what? You know something?
No, but people think that it's another race, but it's actually whites that are
Yes, it
using
is.
this.
Yeah.
I need it. And I need it. So there's Mike Keneally again.
I want to see what Mike Keneally's got to say.
All right, hold on a second.
Hey everybody, Mike Keneally here. You know, there's 1 million people in Massachusetts that are at risk of losing their SNAP benefits. This is a time when leaders need to step up and protect the people of Massachusetts, not play political games. I released an 11-point plan this week on how to deal with this problem. I would call on our all-Democratic congressional delegation to get back to work and reopen the government. I would seek to use a small percentage of the state's rainy day fund to pay out SNAP benefits out of state funds, if that's what we need to do. There was over $8 billion in the rainy day fund. And by the way, at the start of the Baker-Polito administration, that was $1 billion. It's now $8 billion after we returned $3 billion to the taxpayer. But it would only require 2.5% of that balance to pay the SNAP benefits every month. I would call for an audit from top to bottom of the SNAP program. Root out any waste, fraud, and abuse to make sure that money is going to people that truly need it. And I would fly down to Washington and try to meet with President Trump and get federal reimbursement for any state monies we had to use. It's a comprehensive plan, and it's what leaders should do. Solve the problem, not look for people to blame, and not play political games. Maura Healey's doing that right now as we speak, and by the way, so are some of our congresspeople. Congresswoman Clark said that yes, families will suffer, but this is a moment for political leverage. Congresswoman McGovern made a similar comment. That's not what leaders do. Leaders solve, they protect their people, they get things done, they don't play games. This is a time for leadership.
Yep. That's right.
That's it.
Don't play games. No
Yeah,
games.
No
They're
games, man. Yeah. I wonder what Michael. Yeah.
She's gonna go on The View. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's nuts.
Yeah. And
White liberal woman. I just learned that I don't get to eat this month because an orange mother effer in the White House wants a ballroom for $3 billion. I don't get to eat. My government is supposed to help me, not hurt me. Okay. Oh, did you see this?
no, I didn't.
This was I think they showed this before. This is the receipt. This is an illegal immigrant from Venezuela. Left her receipt at the grocery store, so the cashier took a photo.
I'm gonna take a photo of it right now.
Look at this. This is the balance. Over $13,000. You see
Over
it?
over 13,000?
Yeah, debt food stamp balance over 13,000. The cash balance is almost $4,500. This woman has $18,000 to play with, yet millions of Americans can't afford groceries, gas, and rent. This is insane.
It is. It's insane. Of course it is. Yeah.
And they don't even pay for anything. Look, this is the EBT card that paid for whatever it was that she was paying for. They pay for nothing. These people pay nothing. They pay, look at how much money she had. Look at that. $18,000, like $18,000.
Oh, really? Holy shit, man. Damn.
And then she uses her EBT card to pay for whatever she got. Oh, she's got cash balance, FS balance. I don't know what. Food stamp balance. Can you imagine having food stamp balance of $13,401 and almost like $4,500 in cash?
And this is why that the American people this is why the American people ain't getting anything because of that.
That's right.
And who's that doozy? What the
She
hell is
became
that?
a legal citizen. What is this?
$121,035.
No, $121.35. How is this legal? So this is EverSource again, which is a renewable energy.
How is this legal? I don't get it.
So this is, oh, here it is. The delivery is over $100, but they used about $20. This is crazy. This is crazy. The bill should be about $20 or so. But look at the delivery charge, 101.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wrong, man.
Yeah,
I mean, Governor Healy's got to go, man. She has to.
People are robbing you blind. They are robbing you blind.
They are. I mean, you're showing the evidence right there. You know what I'm saying? Cocaine, you know.
They're such liars. Maura Healey, oh, if you do renewable energy, you're going to save money and blah, blah, blah. So everybody's like, oh, yeah, that sounds great. Da, 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 da. Let's do it, which they did, and it ends up being more.
Oh, that's not happening here. Believe it or not.
I understand it. I mean, National Grid that is not renewable energy, there's nothing wrong with it. You get your electric, you get your gas. Why do you have to go to renewable? You have to use wind and solar for to heat your house and for electricity in that freezing cold state. Why? I mean, I don't understand. People just don't think. I just don't get it.
Nope, they don't.
I don't understand it.
And I wish I bring that back down because I'm going to take a closer picture up there. Wow, this is crazy. Oh my God, man, what the hell is wrong with people? You can go ahead, bring it up.
So did you hear that President Trump now is testing nuclear weapons again?
Here we go.
It's been 33 years since the U.S. last conducted a nuclear test. That decision made the world safer. Now, President Trump is moving to restart nuclear weapons testing. There's no reason for this. It's reckless, unnecessary, and dangerously irresponsible. Where is Congress? This is a big deal. Well, you know what? You know why he's doing it, I believe, is because all the other countries are doing it.
Yeah.
Because
that's why he's doing it.
Russia has it. China has it. Probably South Korea has it. There's Iran has it. There are a lot of countries that have nuclear weapons, and we probably should have it as well.
Is that what he said?
He did not say that. He didn't say why, but it's obviously to protect us. Because if the other countries have it, which they do, and we don't, we are like a sitting duck.
Well, I think we should have the nuclear weapons. I think we should.
We do have them, but now he's testing them. So now he's
testing. All right. Okay.
Yeah, he's testing them out. We have them, but now we haven't used it, like she said, in 33 years. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. And that lady is a Democrat, right?
Well, hey, but then we should have nuclear weapons. We should. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? At this point, I really don't think we have a choice. We cannot be left vulnerable like this. If other countries can have it, why should we be the sitting ducks? Why are these people so stupid? I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't like nuclear. I mean, one drop of that, we're done, right? We're done. Yep. We will be seeing God in heaven very quickly if that ever happens. All right.
Very quickly is right.
But what are we supposed to do if all these other countries have it? Which I think when he went to Asia, I bet you anything, President Trump saw nuclear weapons over there. And he's like, oh my God, we better have ours.
Yeah.
And I don't
Well,
know why Congress has to be involved in this. This is not a war. What is she talking about? You know what I mean? Like, where is Congress? Like, why is this Congress's responsibility?
this is crazy.
Let's look at this guy.
Oh, look at this guy with his flag.
What does it mean to have a Somalian man pledging loyalty to his home country if he gets in an elected office in America? This is a problem that will either be addressed or it will address us. Deport every last Somali from America. This is nuts. They must be, I wonder if they're Muslim. We need nuclear weapons and we need kings. Well, according to a lot of these nut jobs that we got in this country, we have a king. Even though we don't.
And if we had a king, if Trump was the king, let me tell you something. If Trump was the king, let me tell you something. These people, these people are dumb. Okay, they wouldn't be protesting anywhere if Trump was the king. So, what is wrong? What the hell is wrong with these people? I have no. You can't make this stuff up.
It's a good question.
Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. They wouldn't even be protesting. The minute they protest, the minute they protest, they would be in jail. They'd be locked up. Okay, and if Trump was the king, Trump is not the king. He already acknowledged that, and we already acknowledged that. Trump says, "I ain't no king."
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Lord have mercy is right. They did bananas, man. I'm telling you, these people, they come up with some stupid, how they say it?
What?
Alleology? No? Alleology. Ideology.
Oh, ideology. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what
They come up with some dumb stuff, man. I'm telling you.
That's right.
You know?
Yep. I'm just making myself.
Huh?
They drank. I said I'm making my dinner again. They drank too much blue Kool-Aid. Yeah, and it turned their hair blue. Yes.
Sure.
I mean, look, again, who likes nuclear weapons? We don't like any of this stuff. Okay, we don't like.
I don't either.
There's a lot of things that we don't like. All right.
Nope.
But look, we live on this planet, and there are people that are evil or who like to take advantage. And what are we supposed to do? Nothing? Are we supposed to just let them do it? We have to protect ourselves.
Of course.
That's it. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is.
Wow. That is strange.
So, and then you got these foreigners. I do not know how they get into office. It is beyond me. It is beyond me, because I ran for office and I really don't understand how these people that are waving foreign flags are running. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. I wish sometimes, you can't, honestly, really, you can't make this stuff up. You can't.
Look at this, Dave. The top 10 snap percentage of city town via mass DTA. You're not even on there. Fall River's not even on there. Oh, yeah, you are.
It's right there. Fall River's right there.
Yeah. Springfield, Oak, Lawrence, Southbridge, Fall River, New Bedford, Brockton, North Adams, Fitchburg.
Fall River, 32,497
clients. We said that. It's like a third, but actually it's higher than what AI said. It's 34.3.
That's cool. Let me pull that up on bigger so that way people can see that on Facebook. Wow, that's crazy. Holy shit. Man.
They're all down. They're all like, isn't that in the South Shore in the West where this is going on? In the western part of Mass?
I think so. I don't even know.
Oh, Lawrence is up north.
Yeah.
That's the only, I think that is the only North Shore town or city. I believe. Look at that. Springfield is almost half the people, Dave. 47.4. Wow. Crap. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's not good. That is not good. That is not good.
No, it's not. I heard that. I heard Tyler Robinson is the suspect of Charlie Kirk might be getting the penalty.
Oh, the death penalty? Yeah. They might ask for it, but let's see if he really gets it. Republicans should vote for Cuomo. What?
Out of their mind.
Why is that?
We out of their mind. We want to get rid of this guy.
Andrew Cuomo's odds for winning the New York City mayor race have doubled overnight. Wow, what?
No, well, because Curtis Leewood is still running, and he's taking.
Why is he like? I mean, look at underneath where it says the conservative patriot. No vote for Curtis. Have you forgotten what Cuomo did to you 5 years ago? Did you forget he killed 15,000 of the elderly in the nursing home? It's funny how people forget that fact. Snap out of it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I say. That is exactly what I say.
Killed over 15,000 people in the nursing home. Elderly.
That want Cuomo back in. This is really something. It's really something.
Of course. Because they want to. Because they want to wait for them.
His look at that. His odds of winning doubled overnight. That is unbelievable. That really is unbelievable. Look at it. This might be a big upset coming next week.
Yep, it might be. We might have a new mayor now.
Look at this. Look at this. Couldn't she just sell that Coke?
God, man. Governor Moore Healy.
Because she's saying, "No, we don't have the money." So this person.
Well, sell that
cocaine so that we can have money for the people that are lose SNAP benefits.
I mean, sell the cocaine, Moore Healy. Come on, man. Hey, you got cocaine delivered. You got cocaine delivered to your office, but you got to sell some of that cocaine. It's worth $500,000. I mean, come on. I mean, we got to feed the people of Massachusetts, right? You're the governor, so you got to sell that cocaine. All right, you have to. I better not say nothing.
Mara won't sell the blow because she's snorting it herself. Right. I don't.
Boss, she is snorting herself. No wonder she's all high and everything else and stuff.
She's out there. That's why. You know why now she's out there. And at least I do. I believe that's why.
I believe she's I believe she's a cocaine sniffer.
Yeah, she seems like it. Cuomo did that crap, but Mamdani would be worse. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Mamdani would be worse. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Mamdani
I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I can understand if you're a Democrat, one of those diehard Democrats that are brainwashed. If you got to vote for a Democrat, you might as well vote for Cuomo. Because I would never vote for Mamdani. But if it were me, I would pick Sliwa any day.
Yep. Yep. Curtis Sliwa any day. Yep. Curtis Sliwa, of course.
Any day.
I mean, of course. over Mandani and over this clown right here too. The one that killed 15,000 people during
Right.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you said it yesterday too. The ship. Remember that President Trump gave New York that hospital ship,
Yeah.
and he didn't even use it. I would pick
Yeah.
Sliwa too as well. Yeah, definitely.
Of course.
Definitely. I
Yeah,
wouldn't even
Sliwa.
blink an eye. It's a no brainer for me. I would pick Sliwa.
I would actually go over there and vote. I would actually, as soon as I get to the voting ballot in New York, boom, Curtis Sliwa, boom, mayor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? I would vote. I mean, if the people of New York City, if they were smart enough, they would vote for Curtis. You know what I'm saying? So, and not this clown over here. This clown just killed 15,000 people during COVID. Come on, and during
If they
COVID,
were
15,000 people.
If they were smart
Please.
enough.
If they were smart enough.
If
So
they
I
were
mean,
smart enough.
yeah.
If they were smart enough. Okay, my cat's right in the middle of what I can't see. All right. Mara
Hey,
Healy
kitty
should
cat,
sell-
kitty cat should get away.
So Mara Healy should be selling the cocaine to fund the SNAP benefits. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. I think she should sell her the coke, the coke that she's got. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's
Look,
wonderful.
that would be wonderful. Okay,
Yeah.
because the cocaine is like $1 million. I mean, that would $1 million will support the American people, the people of Massachusetts. If she would sell that cocaine that she's got.
That would take care of the shortfall of the illegals, sort of. Not really.
Yeah, that would also take care of the shortfall. That would help out us, the people of Massachusetts. Hey, that would pay for the SNAP benefits.
Not everybody, but it would help. It would help.
Yeah.
Sure, it would help, I think. That's funny. Oh, here's another one with the Eversource winter rate, $167.23 for renewable energy.
That's another one.
Mass
$167.
Well,
Mass DPU
blocks Eversource winter rate hike, saving customers tons of. Oh well, you gotta thank them for that.
Yeah. No, but I everything I gotta take, I gotta post. You know what I'm saying? So some of it, I'm not gonna post all of it, but what is this?
Libs of TikTok, a health survey for 6th to 8th grade students at Natick Public School in Mass is asking students if they are transgender, what their sexual orientation is, and if they are non-binary or genderqueer. What? This taxpayer-funded school system is pushing woke gender identity propaganda onto your kids. They're still doing this crap?
Yep, they are. Wow.
They're still doing this?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That is nuts.
This is, oh my God. These people are sick.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Okay, these are the people that do not want to have tariffs for Canada. No changes at all. Mara says her deputy, Lamar Cook, who was charged with cocaine trafficking this week, went through a complete background check, and she doesn't plan any changes to the state hiring process. Of course, she's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she's got a cocaine. She needs to sell that cocaine so she can pay for the SNAP benefits for everybody.
She won't change
And the
anything.
shortfall.
She's got great hiring practices, and she's going to keep what she's got in hiring practices. So that they can give her drugs.
No, I Yeah.
Eating pasta, yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Nice and warm down there in Tennessee?
No,
Or is it warm? Or is it cold?
no, it's getting cool. It's gonna warm up tomorrow. It's gonna get into the 60s.
Yeah.
Let me see. What has Mike Urban got to say? Oh, he's talking about this bill too.
Yep.
He said that that's illegal. Who's coughing like that?
No, that's Linda.
Is she all right?
I want to see if she's all right. Let me see. Because I can hear you coughing. Are you okay? Yeah. Mr. Flanagan, he texted me back. He says, "Thank you, David."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna email him back right now. Let's see. Go back to I will stop by family. I worked with you when let me see here. When I was in my 20s and
What are you doing, Dave?
30s. I was just waiting for Flanagan the message.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was just writing him a message. Yeah, I used to work with Flanagan when I was in my 20s and 30s. Down at Stop and Shop on Rodman Street, and he was a CDH manager down there. And I'll tell you one thing, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the best bosses I ever had. You know what I'm saying? And I would, and if he was to ask me if I wanted the job, you know what I'm saying? Something I wouldn't mind working under his leadership. I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't mind, because something, he's awesome. He was one of the best bosses you can ever have. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's, I mean, it's, he's not strict, but he's like, like moderate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, here's a job. So here's a job and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's how Will is. You know what I'm saying? My former boss, Mr. Flanagan, yeah, he would actually hire anybody. You know what I'm saying? He would actually hire. You know what I'm saying? He actually would give people chances. That's Will. You know what I'm saying? Will was brought up like that. I know his dad was lieutenant lieutenant in the police department, and mom worked at the soup kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And helping the homeless. I mean, these people, and something, and Actually, Will, he doesn't bother anybody. He doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You know, he don't bother nobody. He does what he's got to do, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? On the grace of God, I'm glad that he's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that he's out of the woods. I'm glad he's walking around. I mean, you know, my powerful prayers on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? After hearing that, you know what I'm saying? After hearing what happened to him, man, my tears going down my eyes. You know what I'm saying? My brother did too. You know, everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, Will is a phenomenal guy. You know what I'm saying? He minds his business. He walks on the street, does what he's got to do. He goes to work, back and forth. And Will was a prosecutor before. You know what I'm saying? Before he was mayor. You know what I'm saying? He was a prosecutor before. So he's still.
What does
Well,
this mean, Dave? Let's go to work for Cosmopolitan.
Well, yeah, well, because Will does own Cosmopolitan, so let's go to work for Cosmopolitan.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so he owns the Cosmopolitan, and down on right across the street from the bus terminal. So and I'll tell you though, he makes good business, and hey. I honestly, you know what? I would go down there. I would promote his business any day. You know what I'm saying? Because Will is.
What does he
Will
do? Is that a marijuana dispensary?
Yeah, he does. He does. He's got a marijuana dispensary down there. So he does more of that. He does more. He does more of that than picking clients and take them to court. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, defending people. So I mean that's Will. When Will was mayor, when Will was mayor of the city of Fall River, I helped Will with a lot of cleanups and stuff, and Will bought everybody pizza. You know what I'm saying? So, and I remember that. And something done, and I would never forget the good things that Will has done for me too. You know what I'm saying? I will never ever forget that. You know what I'm saying? He's like family. You know what I'm saying? When Will and we became friends when I was in my 20s and 30s. I worked for Stop and Shop in 2005. I knew, I started talking to him, and then I started, talking to everybody at Rodman Street Stop and Shop. That's when it was good down there, but he was a good CDH. He was good. He was CDH manager, and he'll come up to me. He'll ask me. He'll say, "Dave, do you want to stay? We need somebody." The other person called out. And I'm short carriage guys. I'm short bagging, or I'm short. People unloaded trucks and stuff. I mean, I would stay there and I would help. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, how tired I was, I would stay there. I would help him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I would get paid good. You know what I'm saying? Will is a great guy. Will is an awesome person.
He doing?
Huh?
Well, how is he doing? You said he's home?
Yeah, he's doing okay. Yeah, he's out. He just texts me. Yeah, he just texts me, and he's doing okay. And, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy that he's doing okay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the whole entire city was worried, you know what I'm saying, for what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad, something. I'm glad he's alive. I'm glad my prayers, helped him. You know what I'm saying? My prayers helped him. Everybody's prayers helped him. Everybody that knew Will, you know what I'm saying? Prayers and helped him too. So, and he's a great guy, and and I'll always, and I'll never forget the the things that he used to do for me. You know what I'm saying? So he's done a lot. You know what I'm saying? He gave me hours that hey, I need help here. I need help pushing carriages. I need help loading trucks. I need help. And something. And I was always right there to help him, because you want to know why? Because I thought maybe I think, okay, you know what? Hey, something? Hey, he's here. He needs help. I got to help them. People call out of work. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But I would always, work on the Will's leadership. You know what I'm saying? Because I like his leadership. I trust his leadership. Okay. So I would, and I would, if Will came up to me and said to me, "Hey, Dave, something? Hey, I need another person over here. At the at Cosmopolitan." I'd actually quit Stop and Shop and Hoppy. I would, and I'd go to work for him. Of course, I would. All right, I would. I'd go to work for him because want to know why? Because I know that I would get paid good. So angels don't always have wings, but sometimes they wear curb law enforcement of first responders and uniforms. Huh? Scrubs. So and I thank the kid. I did thank the kid that helped Will. He was on the bus the other day, and and I did thank him. You know what I'm saying? Because he heard us talking. He said, "Yeah, I did. I went over there and I helped him out and everything else." So of course, I mean, and I went up there. People went over there to help him out and everything else and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to? You know what I'm saying? Will is he's an awesome person. You know what I'm saying? He's an awesome guy. So I wouldn't mind working under his leadership. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't mind. You see that he brought up right. Yeah. So yeah, and his mother, like I said, his father was a lieutenant. The police department lieutenant, and his mother worked in the soup kitchen. His mom's awesome, though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love the mother. She's awesome. When Will introduced me to his mother, I'll tell you, something. His mom's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Even when I went to the soup kitchens and go eat at the soup kitchens, believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? His mother, hey, you want extra of this and extra of that? Of course, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it was. They're good people. You know what I'm saying? There was things that hey, they're good people. Whenever we needed Will at the Tot Lot Park, he come at the Tot Lot Park. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he come and support us at the Tot Lot Park, because he would come and support us where that that we paint the fence, or we fix up the park for the kids and stuff like that. That's how Will was. Okay, he's Will was Will, and Will did what Will wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Because Will loves the community. So so basically, but if they didn't take that car 11 off that sector, okay, I'll bet you any money that would have never happened. But they removed that car to the sector 11 off. They took that off the, what do you call it? Off that sector, and I'm not very happy with that. Okay, right now, okay, sure, we actually, something, we are not safe in the city. Okay, we're still not safe at all. Okay, I mean, that could happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when people got an illness like that, okay, people got a mental illness, they would do. A person like that doesn't think, okay? A person like that don't think. A person like that would just go and, and just go and stab some random person, you know what I'm saying? Somebody with a serious condition, mental illness, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, when I say mental illness, then, but something, that's not an excuse to go around. Okay, it's not an excuse to go around stabbing people. Okay, stabbing somebody that you don't really know, that does nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that says it right there. This help. but maybe the guy did not want help. He just felt like just going around and pulling knives on people. And Will happened to be walking down the street at that point. You know what I'm saying? And you know something? I hope this community gets together. Okay, we all get together in this community, and we do something about the crime that's going on in the city. Okay, because something. My family is not safe walking down the street. My wife is not safe walking alone. Okay, my mom is in her 80s. I haven't heard from her. I haven't heard from her, but she doesn't even she goes down to the bus terminal by herself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? She walks around there by herself sometimes, and you know what? And I get afraid that she's somebody's going to go up to her and approach her. Okay, even when my son went out the other night by himself, I'm like, oh my God. I says, all I was thinking, okay, all I was thinking is what happened to Will, and I'm saying, oh geez, my son just went out there at 12:01 at night, walking around the streets and stuff. I mean, yes, okay, things could happen during the night, but also things could happen during the day too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, either way, you know what I'm saying? But it happens more at night because there's nobody around. Okay. Sometimes the cops, they're on brief before they come out in the street. You get what I'm trying to say, Annalisa?
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to blow your ears out. Your ears okay?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I just had to get something to eat. That's all. But I was listening.
Yeah. So see, like Will was a friend. He's a friendly person to approach and actually walk around, the community and saw for himself how things were during the administration. He's listed to those. He's listened to those voice concerns too. So yeah, I mean, Will would walk around the city, listen to people's voice. You know what I'm saying? Listen to people, listen to them talk, listen to their concerns, about the city or what's going on in the city. And when the crime and stuff, that's happening and stuff, you know what I'm saying, around the city, Will was like that. He was always listen to people. Okay. Will would never walk away from somebody. Will would always say, okay, all right. In other words, he would say, look, all right, I want to hear your concerns. Okay. What is your concerns? What tell me what your concerns about the city and, about what's going on in the city. And people would actually tell him, okay, what's going on. Okay. So, Will would always be one of them guys would never, ever walk away from somebody. And you know what? I'm not saying this because I want to say this. I'm saying this because it's the truth. Okay. I know Will will listen to anybody. Okay. Will will sit down and be be your advocate, your best friend. You know what I'm saying? He would never turn you away. Okay. That would not be Will. Okay. He would never, ever turn you away whatsoever. So that's all I got to say about it. But again, I'm glad he's okay. And he's actually feeling well, doing well, and hope to see him in the community. I hope I run into him so I can shake his hand and welcome him back to our community, because we missed him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an asset of the community. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say. So what else do we got? I just bought some new headsets too. Tomorrow they're going to be coming in. Earphones.
Do you have to get a specified kind for doing what you're doing?
Yeah, special kind. Yeah. I had to get a special kind of headsets because the reason why, because Linda I had to buy another pair because sometimes Linda likes to jump on and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Jump on and and enjoy my live stream too with me on the side.
So you have to have headphones when you do the live stream?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. Because
Now,
I got.
why is that? Because I don't use them.
Well, I mean, because I got the condenser. Okay. I got the condenser. I got the P4 condenser, and it's a lot better. It's a lot better. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot better. It is.
What do you mean it's a lot better? You could hear better?
You can hear better. Yes. So that's why I got the P4 condenser. Yeah. So,
How old is Flanagan?
I believe Flanagan's in his 30s. I guess I don't know. I
I
think
think he's older.
I think he's older. I think he's 37, 38, somewhere around there.
I think he's in his 40s.
Probably.
I think.
I don't know. I don't ask him. I don't ask him.
That's what I remember reading. 30s? No.
No, I think he's about 38, 39, somewhere around there. I don't know. I never asked him. You know what I'm saying? None of my business how old he is. I never asked him. You know?
Well, because I was wondering, because, he got.
Okay, Will is 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to tell him he's 45. He'll say, Dave, what do you mean you're 45 years old? Hey, look here, I'm 59, going to be 60 next year. Oh, God. Hey.
So did he have the operation on his
I think so.
artery on his neck?
I might have. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I'm gonna when I see him, I'm gonna talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I have a conversation with him. You know, because I haven't had a conversation with Will in a long time. But I'm sure he did, and and I'm sure he did, and it was successful, and I hope that they put that guy away for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Because, being in a hospital at Bridgewater State Hospital, okay, being in Bridgewater State Hospital is not that's just a hospital. Okay. Well, that's a hospital in the prison. Okay. But so, yeah, they, oh, I think Will's listening to my conversation. Yeah, I think he is.
I'm watching the question 2 debate that is in our November election here in Maine.
Yeah.
Question 2 is for Maine to get red flag warning instead of yellow flag. What does that mean? Red flag warning? What does that mean? What's a red flag warning? Or a yellow flag instead of a yellow flag? A warning for what?
A yellow flag. Maine Republicans, Patriots, Corey Reynolds is live.
Oh, Corey Reynolds. Oh, that's Corey. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. He's live right now?
Yeah, it's on local TV.
Oh.
But I don't know what that means. Red flag warning instead of yellow.
I don't know that either. Yep. So, red flag warning. So I don't know. Red flag warning. That's oh, it's live on WMTV. Yeah. I don't know, but things. I got to work tomorrow too, so and I hope these. I hope some point that they come to a conclusion with these SNAP benefits, and I hope they come to. Let me. I gotta say it better. I hope they come to a conclusion with these SNAP benefits. Because if they don't, we're going to have an uptick in crime again. You know what I'm saying? And and we're going to have an uptick in crime. shoplifting, you know, and shoplifting and all. But hey, you know, everybody that works at Walmart, Stop and Shop, or anywhere, Market Basket. I want to, you know, stay safe, man. Stay safe, and you know, just stay safe, and you know, and we'll just stay safe, and you know, and that's all I can say.
Passed when the would enact an extreme protection order law, which is commonly referred to as a red flag law. The proposed law would establish a process by which law enforcement officers and certain family and household members can ask a court to issue an extreme risk protection order, which would temporarily prohibit a person, the respondent, from having dangerous, an extreme risk protection order would prohibit the person from purchasing, receiving dangerous, or having, or attempting to have custody or control of dangerous for up to 1 year. Doesn't that go against the Second Amendment?
Well, for somebody that's dangerous, let's see, proposal of laws will establish the process by which is law enforcement officers and certain families and household members can ask the courts to issue an extreme risk protection order, which would temporarily prohibit a person that responded from having a dangerous weapon, and extreme risk protection order would prohibit the respondent from purchasing, possession, or receiving a dangerous weapon, or having attempting to have in custody and control of a dangerous weapon for up to 1 year. I think
who's risky and who's dangerous.
Well, I mean, you know, I mean, just say that. All right, let me use the guy that in Bridgewater for an example. Okay, the guy in Bridgewater for an example. Okay, he's got a mental. He's got like 20, 30, 40 charges against him, right? For somebody like that to prohibit for somebody, no, you know, not to carry anything, not to carry a knife or any type of weapon, because
he's in jail though, right?
Yes. So, but see, you know, the courts could let him out, okay, just because he's in Bridgewater. Okay. All right. The court's going to let him out anytime. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, okay, well, you know what? We're going to release you. We're going to put you on, a ankle monitor, or, you know, we're going to put you on probation again, you know, and courts will say, hey, if you do this again, then you're going to spend the rest of your life in jail. But I mean, you know, people like that, we should introduce a bill. People with mental illness, okay, that have an illness, and we should introduce a bill, to Congress or to our state representatives, and, you know, saying, hey, you know something, people like this shouldn't have a weapon in their hand. Okay, mental illness people shouldn't have a weapon in their hand. Okay.
I know, but Dave, how are you going to, my question is this, how are you going to determine who has a mental illness or not?
Well,
I mean, everybody has issues. So
yeah.
how do you figure?
But not everybody goes around and stabs the former mayor.
Well, no, but if you're incarcerated, you're not going to have a weapon.
Well,
so if you're put away, you're not going to have a weapon. If you have a record, I don't think that you can go to Massachusetts and get a gun because you have a record. So they're not going to give it to you. They're not going to sell it to you.
Well, let me tell you this.
They do a
Okay.
background check, Dave. Listen,
I know
when
they do
you
a
go
background check.
in Massachusetts, when you get a gun,
Yeah.
through the whole process, you have a background check. When you take the class, you get a background check to make
Yeah.
sure that you have no charges, because you're not going to be able to take the class. And
Yeah.
then when you pass and you get whatever, you have to go to the police station, and there you got another background check. And then when you go buy a gun, there's another background check. Every
Oh.
time you go buy anything at a gun store in Massachusetts, they run a background check.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how Massachusetts is. They have stricter gun laws than a lot of other states.
Well, I think Massachusetts should open that up, for the people that, for the people. You know what I'm saying,
No, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
like open it up. In other words, like Texas, open it up like Texas. I would say.
Okay, well, you just said that they should do it though, because Corey just explained what that bill was about, and that so they're going to have to determine who is an extreme risk protection. Like,
Yeah.
who determines that? Who is extreme risk? I mean, this is like playing God. You can have this because I say so. You can't have that because I say so. I'm going to determine whether you're an extreme risk. I'm going to determine whether you should have a weapon or not. Where are our freedoms?
Yeah.
Under the Constitution? Like, where are they?
Yeah.
So each state is different. Massachusetts is on the stricter side.
Yeah.
Like down south, they're not as strict with getting guns.
Well, Texas,
A lot
Tennessee,
of them. A lot of them.
Texas, Tennessee, you don't even need a permit, Gary.
Yeah. So there are a lot of other places that you don't. I think New
So-
Hampshire.
So
New
if you
Hampshire is
live,
not
so if you live in Maine, if you live in Tennessee, you can just go buy it. You just can go get a gun over there.
I think so. Yeah.
So, I know. Trust me, Texas. If you live in Texas over there, you can actually go get a gun over there too.
Yeah,
Okay, you don't
Arizona
realize
is the same. Arizona is open carry. You can carry a gun on you, and people can see it. In Massachusetts, it has to be concealed.
Yeah, which is, I think it should be the same over here too.
So you have no clue who has a gun
Nope.
in Massachusetts because it's concealed carry.
You got
They
it.
don't want anybody seeing that you have a gun.
Mm-hmm. And if I get a state license, right? Say if I get a state license, I would have to get a federal license because you want to know why? Because I'd be going on a bus, so I would need a federal license to go on the bus with it concealed. You know what I'm saying? So
No.
yeah.
You would have to have a state. No, there's no such thing. You would have to get the state because you live in Massachusetts. It's got nothing to do with the feds.
No. I would have to get a federal license to carry because
There's no such thing.
CERTA is federal. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
there's no such thing as a federal gun license to carry. It's state. The feds got nothing to do with it. It goes by state.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I believe you, but I just want to look it up.
You don't have to get, no, you don't. You don't have to get a federal concealed carry license. There's no such thing. It depends where you live in the state. So if you board a bus or any place else, where you go in Massachusetts, it has to be concealed. It doesn't matter who runs it, whether it's federal or state or local. That doesn't matter.
Let me see. They're looking it up right now. Searching for a federal firearm license. Got it. Here it is. What is an FFLE? Is a FFLE license issued by the Bureau of. Oh, I don't want that. Never mind. Okay. I tried looking it up, but
No, it's not.
again,
It's got nothing. No, Dave. I took the
that's fine.
class, and it's got
Yeah.
nothing to do with the feds.
Oh no, I
It's
tried. No, I know. All right, okay, all right. I know you
Yeah,
took the
you
class.
go, Dave, when you have a gun in Massachusetts and
That's my name.
you can conceal carry,
Yeah,
that's all. That's all you need. You don't
yeah.
have to, it doesn't matter if the bus is run by the feds or if it's run by the state or if it's local. You can conceal carry in Massachusetts, period. Doesn't matter who runs what.
You know something. I was just thinking. Okay, why? If I ever got my license to carry, why carry when I can just carry a taser? Because I'll carry a taser. I carry a taser with me and just hit them with the prongs. That way I know there's.
Everybody's different, Dave. There are some
Yeah.
people that would rather have a gun, and you would rather have a taser. But as they say if you take the gun course, what they say is this: the person that wants to hurt you doesn't care whether you have a taser or a gun or whatever. They want to hurt you. Just like what happened to Flanagan. They don't
Yeah.
care what you have. Their
Yeah.
intent is to hurt you. And they said, you better get them before they get you because they're going to harm you. They don't
You
care.
better. Yeah.
And you don't have to have a mental illness, Dave, either. There's a lot of domestic abuse, violence. There's a lot of violence where, people are not on drugs or they're not on alcohol. They get
Yeah.
angry, they have a fight, and things can get out of control. And that has happened quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, of course.
And so,
No, I know.
yeah,
I
and
believe it.
you don't have to have a mental illness to commit something like that. So everybody does it.
Oh, look at this one here. This one here, death penalty in South for Vermont man who was police say he shot to death two Western Mass men. Jesus Christ, man! Why is people just killing each other, man?
The news always, when you listen to the news, it's always bad.
Yeah.
Okay, it's always bad. You never hear anything good. You really got to go look for it. There's always an issue. There's always a problem. They're always talking about violence and they're always talking about safety. That's why people are scared half to death because the only thing they hear is how violent everything is.
Sure.
So it sticks in their brain. The stabbing of Flanagan, the other here, the other there. So it sticks in their brain. They're like, oh my God, crime is out of control. What are we going to do? We can't walk out. We're not safe. I can't go here. This is what happens. This is like terrorism.
Yes, it is. It is like terrorism.
This is what terrorism
let me tell you something, okay? When I spoke to Peckham, okay, Chris Peckham, okay, and I told him, no, my family's not safe in this city at all, okay? My family's not safe at all, and I told him about when we were, when we were on the intercity bus going into the terminal, and remember I showed you the pictures about all the police were over there. They had numbers, they had cones, numbers and little
yeah.
There were shell cases all over the ground. Okay. Something, this place is not safe at all. Okay. None under the Coogan administration, it's not safe at all. Okay.
Right.
Mayor Paul, the current mayor of the city of Fall River, he is putting all of us in danger. Okay, he is. Okay, it's unsafe. It is unsafe to walk around Fall River. Okay, he can say crime is down, crime is walking sideways. He can say what he wants, but you know something? He ain't the guy, okay, that is walking on the street, taking a bus, or going to the store on foot, or walking around the city. He ain't doing that, okay. All he does is ride from his work into his car and up to his home. That's all he does, okay. He has no idea what goes on in this city of Fall River at all, okay. So every lie he told on a Portuguese channel on FRC Media, he told lies. He told everyone in his city lies that crime was down. Crime is not down. He has no idea. Okay, you know something? He has no idea. Okay, what goes on in his city? Okay, you know something? And I don't care. Okay, what anybody says. Okay, he has no idea. Okay, he has no idea. He doesn't know nothing about what goes on in his city. Okay, he can look at all the statistics that he wants. Okay, every single statistics that he wants, because you know something, he only looks at the state statistics. He does not look at. I'm sorry. He only looks at the federal statistics. He doesn't look at the state statistics. Okay, what goes on here? All right. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, Coogan does not know what goes on. Okay, you know what? That's why I said, you know what I'm saying? Ask the people around City of Fall, ask the people, okay? Ask us. We can tell you what's going on here, okay? All right, we can do it. We can tell you what's going on here in Fall River, okay? We can tell you what's going on outside, okay? And now, you know something? I was a victim, okay? Videotaping, I got punched in the face and everything else at the terminal. And you know something? Those girls never got caught. They never was charged with anything. Okay?
Right.
All right? Because you want to know why? Because the police department, by the time they came, they were already gone. Okay? They were already gone. So that
Well, they
tells
don't
you
want to
how.
bother. They don't want to bother with these. To them, I think is like little things. Oh, so what, Dave? You got assaulted by this girl. Oh my God, you know that maybe that's the attitude that they have, that it's not a big deal.
It
I
is a
don't
big
know.
deal. It
I
is a
know, but
big deal.
I don't know what the police are thinking. I don't think they're right. They should have apprehended those girls because it was on video, and they should have them, and they should be charged.
And it was a big deal, because you want to know why? Because the sister was going off on a rampage at the terminal. Okay. Now, if her sister would have had a weapon in her hand, things would have been different over there. Okay, things would have turned around really quick if she would have had a weapon in her hand. This is how angry that these girls were. Okay, it would have been different over there. Okay, so then, I don't want to hear. Okay, we exaggerate. No, we don't exaggerate. Mayor Paul Coogan has no right to be telling the people that we exaggerate, because we don't exaggerate. Okay, because he drives in his car. He doesn't ride the bus. Let him leave his car home and get on the bus and see what goes on there.
Has he said anything, Dave, about Flanagan stabbing?
Huh?
Has Paul Coogan said anything about the stabbing?
You know something. He said something about it, but he also said that oh, that's only one incident. That's only one incident. That's what Mayor Paul Coogan said, and I heard him say it. He said it was
And
only
that's
one
it. He
incident.
said nothing else, and just that it's
He
one
said
incident.
nothing. He said nothing else. He said it was only one incident. Okay, you know, and that's what pissed people off in the city of. That's what pissed the community off, because he only said, "Oh, that's only one. Crime is down." How in the world? How you know something? How in the world? Okay, crime could be down here in the city. Okay, when when we got shootings here, stabbings up the road. Okay, a cop the other day had to call for backup. I don't know where. I think it was up here on Eastern Avenue. He had to call for backup because he was in a hallway and he was on the ground having a tussle with some guy. Some guy almost grabbed the police officer's gun. Okay, or his gun or his taser, something like that. It's all on Facebook, and it's all on Facebook. Okay, shell casings here, shell casings there, and you're telling me that crime is down here in the city of Fall River? Are you kidding me? Seriously? He's got the nerve to say that when he doesn't know what goes on here in the city of Fall River?
Oh, he
Because
knows what's going on, Dave. He's
yeah,
just doing that because he's up for re-election,
because he
and
don't care. That's his problem.
he's playing it down so that people will not freak out and they will vote for him again. So that's why he's doing it.
Well,
That's why he says you're exaggerating, you're this and you're that. I'm not saying it's a good excuse, but that's the reason why he's doing that, is because he doesn't want people to freak out, or he's up for re-election and he's trying to make it sound like that it's safe in the city, that it's not as bad as everybody thinks. That's what he's trying to do, although it's not working. So
no, I want to give everybody homework. Okay, everybody homework. Okay, like just for that day. Okay, look up the crime. Okay, look up the crime statistics in Fall River. Okay, look it up. Okay, and and the next time I have my show, you tell me. Okay, if crime is up or down or not. Okay, you tell me that. Okay, you know what? Something. Mayor Paul Coogan is such a liar. Okay, and something, and he'll continue on lying to the people of the city of Fall River. Okay, to the taxpayers. So that's why he's not getting my vote anymore. Because you know what? I personally, okay, I don't like liars. Okay, I hate liars. Okay, people actually makes me sick. Okay, when he starts lying. Okay, all right, he does. Okay, and you know something? I'm glad Boomer is ahead, and you know what? And I'm glad Boomer, and I hope Boomer makes it Tuesday.
He's ahead in campaign donations.
So
the voting hasn't started, Dave. He's just, he's ahead with the people of Fall River giving him money, not voting wise. That hasn't happened yet. So hopefully people will get out and vote and put him in there.
I hope people get out there. What needs to happen, people, you got to get out there, vote for Boomer Emerald for your next mayor of City of Fall River, okay? Because you know something,
crime is up, crime is way up.
Crime is way up there, and you know something. And I have family, I have grandchildren, I have family, okay? And you know something. And if you care about the City of Fall River, okay, and if you care about the people here, you get out there and you vote for Boomer Emerald for your next mayor of Fall River. Okay? Because you know something? Boomer Emerald is for the people. Coogan was never for you guys. Okay? Never for us. Okay? You know what? And I learned that. Okay?
Well, I really think it's from the campaign donations, and none of it is coming from Fall River. And that is huge. To me, that's huge, because you want the people of Fall River to want to be the mayor, but he's not getting the money. Boomer is.
Boomer's getting the
So
money for Fall River.
so obviously the people there are very unhappy with Coogan, and they should be, as they should be, as they should be. So
Do you want a mayor? Okay, do you want a mayor that his brother was involved? Okay, do you want a mayor in office? Okay, that his brother was HR. Okay, knew about the sexual assaults and stuff that was going on at Durfee High School, and then removed him from HR to somewhere else and gave him another job. Okay, do you really want somebody like that in there? Do you really want somebody to be the mayor of Fall River like that?
I'm wondering if Boomer does get in, will he be the only candidate in Massachusetts that beat an incumbent, a Democrat incumbent? I wonder if that's going to happen.
It's if Boomer makes it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That'll be the history. Okay, that'll be the history.
Maury
Right.
Healy is probably going to be like, what just happened? How did Coogan lose in Fall River? If Boomer wins, the state Democrats are going to be wondering what happened.
Yep.
Because they're not used to losing. The incumbents always get back in all the time. So if it flips in Fall River, I think they're going to be looking at that race very closely. They're going to be looking at it afterwards because I really do think the Democrats think that Coogan is going to get in because they always do.
Yeah.
They always do. They do. They do. I wouldn't want someone's brother, right? So they always get in. The incumbents and the Democrats in Massachusetts practically always.
Somebody was involved with Diddy. Freak show. Oh my God! I wouldn't want someone whose brother was involved with Diddy's freak show at the school.
Is that
Jake? Yeah. Is that Jake?
Really,
yeah.
Yeah, that's Jake. That really didn't help Coogan at all. That lawsuit, the $10 million lawsuit. Now that thing, so
$10 million lawsuit. Come on. I mean, do you want somebody like that? $10 million lawsuit that the taxpayers have to pay for because of over harassment and sexual assaults over there? Come on, please. Are you kidding me, man? $10 million lawsuit? Then you got Maura Healey over there with cocaine going to her office. Then the chief of staff over there, too, is getting locked up for drug trafficking, too.
That is crazy stuff.
Oh, Lord have mercy, man. Mike, you know something? This is something that, people is going to be talking about for years. I'll tell you. Oh my God, man.
Well, I'm very curious next week when the elections happen, if Boomer gets in, if he's going to be the only one in Massachusetts that beat an incumbent, a Democrat incumbent in the state.
Yep.
Because that'll be something. I think that'll be something. It sounds like to me that Fall River is flipping red. They're getting redder and redder.
Fall River is flipping red.
Yeah, I think they're flipping. They're getting redder and redder now. I believe, because if Boomer gets in, I would say so. I would think that more people are going to the Republican side.
Yeah.
So at first it was close, but I think the gap is widening, where the Republicans are starting to make some headway in Fall River because of all the crap that you talked about that's going on.
Yeah.
Because the Democrats don't care. It seems like they don't care. And it gets worse. Every time a stupid Democrat gets in office, it gets worse. It doesn't get better. It gets worse.
I mean, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse.
Well, not in Fall River. Not if you got Boomer.
Yeah.
Trump winning Fall River.
If we got Boomer in there, I mean, it's probably going to turn redder. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if we get Boomer in there.
Yeah. So it started with Trump winning last year, and it's continuing. Yeah. In general, seems to be flipping red. Yes, I think it is.
I think it is flipping red. You know what I'm saying? So because of all the crap that's going on down here that people that people ignore all the time.
Right. Well, I mean, we saw the donations and where they were coming from, and to me, I think it's huge that Boomer is outpacing him by 5 times. And most of his donations, Boomer's donations, are coming from Fall River, and not one for Coogan. That says a lot. That says a lot.
All the donations from Fall River to Boomer, they've gone to Boomer. But you know something, and I didn't see one from Fall River. Okay, from Coogan, I did not see one. So you're telling me,
there's nobody. Nobody gave to Coogan's campaign in Fall River. And he knows that. Trust me, he knows that Boomer has more campaign money from Fall River than he does.
Yeah.
So, and if I were him, well, I don't know if he's worried or not, but I'm sure he's thinking about it at this point. He has to be. Has to be.
Of course.
He has to realize that the people of Fall River are not happy with him. Only Beacon Hill wants Coogan, right?
Yeah.
That's true. It seems like most of the donations are coming from Maura Healey.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Most of them are, you know what I'm saying? Because she went and bought Coogan, okay? Coogan got bought by Maura Healey, okay? So basically, so I mean, that's just it.
He's definitely her puppet at this point.
Yeah.
See, Boomer doesn't have anybody. Boomer doesn't have any establishment that's backing him. So he's not sold out. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not sold out. Like, he's not bought out by Haley or any of those goofballs that are on Beacon Hill. Even Fiola. Is it Cheryl Fiola? Yeah, they both did.
Carol Fiola. Yeah.
Carol Fiola. Even she gave money to Coogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lieutenant Governor was a couple of times. Maura Healey was most of it. Pretty much most of it, and a couple of times the Lieutenant Governor too. Yeah, but that still says a lot, about him and how he handles things, and how the crime is bad, just like in Boston, it's bad. The needles on the ground, like in Boston. This is the same kind of policies that these Democrats have that just ruin it. They ruin the cities. They're ruining them.
Jake Bradley, share my video. Jake Bradley, share my video.
Yeah.
Share my video all over the place.
With Peckham, you mean?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to see if I can go, because I want to put a sign up for Peckham too. So I'm going to check something out. I'm going to put one. Yeah, it is a mess. You ain't kidding. Well, you know what? We gotta keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? We got to.
Yeah, no, you can't let up. Choice. You can't let up. These people, they will be all over you if you let up. Yeah, no, that can't happen.
We have to keep fighting, because if we don't keep fighting, hey, you like my new sign, Fall River Media Press News? All from AI. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that up there. This is awesome. I did this. I really want to show you this. Honestly, watch. This is awesome. That's right. I made it. Made it by AI, man.
Oh no, with AI. Needles and condoms. Ugh, condoms too? Ugh, gross. Oh, I saw that.
This
Oh,
is
that's
awesome.
AI.
Huh? That's me in the middle right there, man. Hey, that's not AI in the middle. That's me.
Well, AI came up with the graphic.
I did. Yeah, of course they did. I'm gonna put that up there. That's awesome. Don't you like it though? Hey,
Yeah, I like your bald head there.
my bald head. Okay, okay. So you like bald headed men?
Well,
Okay,
you should have had your cap on.
well, yeah, I should have put my cap on, but I didn't. But I look
Kidding.
better without it, though.
I don't care. It doesn't
I,
matter.
you know something? I like it. I like it without it. I'm saying so. Crazy. Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Hey,
Okay. I think we're done, Dave. It did 3 hours. My God.
I did 3 hours again. I got to work tomorrow, man. People, yeah. I mean, I'm getting too old for this nonsense.
Stay safe, Dave. Stay safe out
Hey,
there.
stay safe out there, everybody. Thank you all for watching Fall River Media News tonight. Thank you, Jacob.
Thanks,
Jacob,
everyone. Good night.
thank you. Good night. Have a great night, everyone. Stay
Later.
safe, and
A few ups
don't
myself.
do not get involved. Do not get involved. With the if you see somebody stealing or something, do not get involved with it. Let the police handle it. I mean, that's the best way we can do it. So that way we
Call
don't
the police. Call the
call the
police.
police, man. Call the police. Call the state police. Call the sheriff's department. I mean, whoever shows up first. All right. Well, take care, everybody. Have a great
All
night.
right.
And
Good night, everybody.
Elisa,
Thanks
good
for
night.
coming on.
Thank you
See
for
you
coming
later,
on,
Dave.
and see you later, everyone. Have a good one. So that was a good show tonight. I actually showed the the video that was taken early at 12 o'clock today. With Chris Peckham, candidate running for city candidate for city council. We touched on a lot of issues. We talked about firemen. We talked about charter school with the EMTs. What else did we talk about? And we also talked about the fire department, the police department. And we talked about a lot of things. And we talked about the food stamps. The food stamps, how they nobody's going to be getting them in November. We did talk about them, and we did, and it's not right. Okay, Governor Moore Healy blames Trump about the food stamps. And Michelle Wu does the same thing. Blames Trump about the food stamps. Uh, you know, and Sen- and Senator Elizabeth Warren. She also talks about she blames Trump too. See, the problem is, the Democrats don't like to take the blame for anything. Okay, they don't. Okay, they don't like taking responsibility. Okay, they don't. You know, so what they'll do is they'll blame Trump for this. They'll blame Trump for that. Okay, which is, I mean, it's not right. It's not right for people to do. Okay, it's not right at all. To put kick the can down the street and blaming people. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you have, if you, I mean, if you've got a problem with donation and SNAP benefits, okay, then where your problem is with the illegal aliens. Okay, you're supporting them, giving them money. Okay, all right. Recently, we just talked about Governor Moore Healey's, the cocaine got transferred to her office. Her aide got arrested for trafficking cocaine. Okay, I mean, it shows you. Even in the state, is a lot of corruption in there too. Okay, it shows you. Okay, so I mean, that's what it shows you. It's a lot of corruption around. But we have to stick together. Okay, we the people. We're taxpayers. We work. We earn our money. So we have to stick together, and we got to vote these people out. I'm telling you, seriously, you got to vote these people out. Okay, I mean, do you want to still have high crime going on here in the city of Fall River? Okay, do you? Well, I don't. I like to keep my family safe. I like to keep my grandkids safe. Okay, I love my grandkids. I like to keep them safe. So, but get out there and vote. November 4th, vote for Boomer Amaral, Ricky Tiff, Chris Peckham, and for school committee, Carlos Caesar. Not Carlos. Colin Dias. Colin Dias. Vote for Colin Dias for school committee. And let's see who else. There's a lot of new candidates out there. Manny Mayoza, he's running for school committee. Vote for him too as well. So I don't know how many people that you can vote for school committee, but do your best, and vote for Kevin Aguirre too, because he's the one that revealed the sexual assault that happened at Durfee High School, and the $10 million lawsuit that's happening. Under the current administration and the former administration. So you had the current administration and the former administration. So actually, all this happened when Coogan was the vice principal over there. And again, you know what I'm saying? And you can vote for six school committees. So you can choose your six. November 4th. And I remember going to Durfee. Okay. I was at Durfee High School. I was a senior. I was a senior at Durfee High School, and I almost did graduated. But not in the top of my class. But I didn't graduate. Okay, I almost did, but I didn't. And the only problem that we had there was the fighting, people putting signs on people's backs, taking people's lunches and stuff, fighting over girls, smoking in the bathroom, and smoking in the bathrooms and stuff. I mean, that was the only thing. Okay, that's the only thing that ever happened. We had little fights outside after school, but it's gotten worse over the years, and so it's gotten worse over the years. It's out of control. Mayor Paul Coogan, he's on a school committee, and he's not really doing not much about anything at all. And so we do have to change administrations. So get out there, vote for Boomer Gabriel Amaral for our next mayor of the city of Fall River. He's for the people, and we want to give him a chance. We want to give him a chance in office to see what he's going to do. So, and he does have a plan. So, and let's help him out, okay? And let's push him into office. And he's and see what he does. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, you got Ricky Tiff, City Council. You got Chris Peckham for City Council. Michelle Dion, I like to keep. Because she does a good job. And she holds her ground. So, and let's start voting all these rest of these people out, like Linda Pereira, Joe Camara, Brad Kilby. You know what I'm saying? So let's vote. Let's start voting the rest of these people out. Okay. All right. So everybody have a great night. It was fun tonight. It's 9:37. I got to get up in the morning, and I want everyone to have a great night. Stay safe. And let's hope and pray that crime don't increase. You know what I'm saying? So I'm afraid it's going to, but we can hope and pray it doesn't, because there will be a lot of shoplifting in Walmart stores, and like me, Shores, Stop and Shop. You know what I'm saying? Not only ours, but Rodman Street and stuff. So let's be safe and hope and pray that none of this happens. Hope Jonathan Lima for also city council too. Jonathan Lima. I did interview him at that time too. I think he'd be a great city official, city council. On Tuesday. So let's throw all the old ones out and put all new in for the next 2 years. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. This is Dave Me, Forward Media News, always broadcasting every Wednesday and Thursday. Every Wednesday and Thursday at 6:30. And I'm also on Twitter, separate. And I'm also Twitter live from Forward. Anybody that has Twitter, go on Twitter, Forward on Twitter X. I have a Forward Media page there too, and we all. So we talk about the issues too over there. So take care, everybody. Have a great night, and stay safe. And again, this is Dave B, Forward Media News.